Well, it's match day. Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. My name is Phil. Leicester City versus Everton. We could do rather nicely tonight, I fancy. We want your views. We want your comments. Get them in. Chat with me. Jamie's going to be joining us soon. Locks and Tom are going to be doing the watch-along all the way through the match. We want your views, your comments. This is your show. Without you guys, without your views, we're nothing. So get them in. Yes, welcome to tonight's show. We are fans. We do this because we're fans. We love chatting about Leicester City, but we want your views. We want your comments. If you're watching us on YouTube, welcome to the show. Please subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, give us a like, give us a share, whatever you want to do. But most important, please, 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 give us your comments. As soon as you give us a comment, I can chat with you, and so can Jamie. Good evening to Kevin. Good evening to Patrick. How are you? Patrick saying 4-1-4-1 formation. We'll get onto that in a minute. Andy says he didn't expect that team tonight. Steve saying, looks a good team, Fuchs. Maybe weak link for me. What do you think, Christian Fuchs? Yes or no? What do you think? Fee saying Barnes to score tonight. Yes, of course, we want your score predictions in and all that sort of stuff. So get your views in. Get your comments in. Let us know what you think to tonight's match. Let's start by adding in Jamie from the Fox's Arms all the way out there in Alcudia. Jamie, good evening.
Hello, I'm just having a bit of abuse from some Everton fans. I know, that was all. Sorry.
Oh, well.
Banter more than anything. It weren't abuse. Football banter. I'm trying to get him to come on before the show, but I don't think he will.
Jamie, you live in Alcudia. The hat, yeah. Is it cold out there?
No, I forgot where I put my Christmas hat. I've put it away safe, and I forgot where I put it. So this is the next best thing. If Simon Gimson's watching, cheers for this. This is one he gave me last year. So I'm just trying to catch up with Tom, because Tom likes wearing his hats, doesn't he? So I thought
he does, yeah. Right, Jamie. Look, let's put the team news on screen. Let's put it there in the middle.
Yep.
It's better.
It's a pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I think it's surprised us all going for the 4-1-4-1 formation. Like you say, it's an easy formation to work out with Casper in goal, JJ, Wilf at the back. I was surprised at Wilf at the back, but yeah, he's played there before, which is his birthday today. So happy birthday, Wilf. I've got that one right. I know it's his birthday today. Yeah. Little Wes there as well, and Christian Fuchs at left back on his 150th appearance for the club today. So all those years he's made 150 appearances. Papa Mendy back in his holding midfield role. And then you've got Under, which is a big support. A lot of people will be happy with Under playing, and Barnes as the two wings. See, that's the formation we play. If you play a 4-1-4-1, you can play them. If you play 5 at the back, 3 at the back, you can't play Under and Barnes together. And then you've got Tillemans and Maddison in the middle. And, of course, Jamie Vardy up top. He breaks a record today for the most Premiership appearances for a Leicester player of 223. And, Phil, do you know whose record he breaks? We've had him on the shows.
Is it Muzzy, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, get in there.
Good guess. Your stat ability is coming up.
Yeah, you're training me well, Jedi Master. We're obviously going to get loads of fans' views in on that. Under does get his start. Do you think, and again, this will be something we want to hear from people, obviously about what they think to the team news, the formation probably is this 4-1-4-1. We are mixing it up, Jamie, from, we did quite well against Brighton a few days ago, so is this a bit of squad rotation again?
I think we've got, but I'm not sure how many. I think there's only Under and Barnes that didn't play in that game. Is that right? Under and Barnes?
Yeah.
I think that's right. So he's playing 9 of the previous team. So he's not really switched it around. He switched the formation around. Mendy didn't play, did he? Of course. So he's flipped. So there's 8 that's played. Will start 2 games in 4 days. So yeah, he's probably trying to get a bit of a more of a settled team now. But I do like the way how Rodgers throws us that curveball every time and changes the formation, because there hasn't been much of a Twitter meltdown today, has there? Morning, Chappie. Evening, Chappie. How are you?
No, there's not been too much of a meltdown, has there?
No, for once, which is good news.
Is Albrighton a little bit unlucky? Reece has just put that in there. Is Albrighton a little bit lucky to be, I suppose, he's not really dropped, is he? It's just a change of formation.
No, it's just a change. I think Reece, yeah, I know you're not the best of fan, Reece, of Albrighton, but in this formation, I don't think you could play Albrighton as a straightforward right back. Occasionally for the last 10 minutes, yes, but not for the whole game, I don't think. But yeah, so whenever you change the formations, I think it's the certain teams you can play. Like, unfortunately, Albrighton misses out. I think JJ's been outstanding. I really do. And some of the comments I've been seeing today about him, is Pereira or Castagna going to get back in the team? Is he really? You've got to play JJ. You have to play JJ when they're fit. I'm sorry.
We said that
well.
The amount of games we have got, Jamie, I think it will work. A bit like Under's playing well, but he's not necessarily in there all the time. You know, you've got to mix it around to give people the things. Don's got an interesting one. Don's obviously out in Myrtle Beach in the States. Far-flung Fox says, I think Under will play well with Vardy.
He does, doesn't it?
We've not seen much of Under and Vardy together.
Undy? Who's Undy? You got your thermal undies on. Is it that cold?
You know what I mean. We've seen flashes in one of the games, didn't we, where they connected well.
Yeah, in the Arsenal game. So this is the time. We've seen it in the Europa League. So hopefully, I think this is his first start in the Premier League, isn't it? I think he's made 12 appearances. And it's his first, he's made 12 appearances, and this is his first start. So we'll have to see what he does from 90 minutes. There's the Dutch Fox.
Yeah, Ian saying he expected us to play 4-3-3 tonight at home and then back to the 5 again away at Spurs. We were chatting on Monday night with Mike, who you set us up from the Blue Boys Nation, the Everton fans.
Network,
that's it. He said... it depends which Everton turns up. He's seen them play very well this season, and he's seen them play blooming awful. And he says he thinks they'll sit deep but not part the bus. Again, we could say the same a bit about Leicester. Which Leicester's going to turn up, Jamie?
I think with this formation, I think it'll be a different type of Leicester, this formation. I really do. Hopefully, we'll still try and play the passing game and the possession game, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I think it'll be a different, it'll be more of an attacking game. We seem to play better.
Loving your hat.
It's good, isn't it? It's good. It's not that cold. Actually, it's getting a bit too warm now for it, to be honest. Sorry. I forgot what I was saying now, talking about me hat. Sorry.
Well, Reece is talking about Yuri Tielemans. Has had a fantastic season so far, Reece says. Every time Yuri has the ball, he plays it forward, which is so different to last season, where he was playing it backwards a lot. He has looked a better player this season, hasn't he, Yuri? Yes,
he has. He seems to have played a bit better when Mendy's been there. I don't know whether he gives him more time with the ball, but Maddison was saying in the papers today, in the Mercury today, that he enjoys having Ndidi back. And did you know we haven't conceded a goal in the 220 minutes he's played since he's been back?
Is that right, with Ndidi?
Yes, since he's been back, we have not conceded a goal in the 220 minutes he's played. Which is some going, that is. Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that. And he can play both sides, can't he? Left and right back. And Chilwell was having a nightmare at Chelsea,
well,
innit?
What was the stat from last night's game? Chilwell gave the ball... I don't know if that's a real stat.
Gave it away 30 times. I'm not sure about that's true. Is it? Is there any Chelsea fans out there?
Hey, I read it on the internet, therefore it must be true.
Oh, it must be true. If you read it on Twitter, it has to be true.
Don't forget, I'm just going to make sure, I'm just going to invite people. I'm going to put it out there in the link. As ever, if it's the first time watching, we put your comments up on screen, but we do also, we've got put a link there. So if you just click on that link, you can come in and give us your video views, because me and Jamie are here chatting, but we talk nonsense most of the time, don't we, Jamie?
Yeah, if my mate joins, his name's Andy. So he's an Everton fan. So if somebody comes up there with Andy, then it's my mate from an Everton fan. I'm not sure whether he's joining. I think he's scared. I think he's a bit worried.
He's a bit worried. Well, let's see. Let's add in the J&R show.
Oh, no.
Here they are for their pre-match views. They come as a pair now, J and R.
They do. They certainly do.
Good evening, chaps. Before we get on to what Ross is having for his supper, let's start with Jack. Not your tea, Jack. What do you think to the team news, Jack?
Very good, very attacking. That's what I like to see from Brendan Rodgers. About time he brought Chenga's under in. I want to see how he adapts to play against teams like Everton. Under and Vardy link up well as we've seen in previous. So, yeah, Maddison, Under, Vardy, Tielemans, Barnes. It's a very attacking side, and I think to put Ndidi centre off is better than it gives us that more effective play against someone like Calvert-Lewin.
Let's ask Ross about that, because we've got Big Wes on the bench. Ross, I mean, surely if Wes is part of the squad and they're talking about giving him another deal for next season, surely when we're short at the back, wouldn't it make more sense to have Big Wes in there with Little Wes, or do you think, no, I'm happy enough moving Ndidi back?
I think also if Brendan thinks that Ndidi can play there, he will play. He puts him there, doesn't he? You know, he won't put him there if he didn't trust him. I mean, I've always mentioned about Ndidi going centre back, not permanently, just like, you know, while everyone's out. I mean, let's be honest, the 2 games that he's been at centre back, we've won twice. First game against West Brom, second game against Burnley. So I don't see why not. And I mean, it helps. You know, he's tall, he's strong. I've said this. A few people have disagreed with me about Ndidi being at centre back. I said, I'm going to make it out there. It's not a permanent thing.
No.
Just like, you know, at least he's got a second position. You know, like a backup. For example, if plan A don't work, you've got plan. Well, we have about 100 plans at times. But obviously, if you're short on centre backs, I mean, don't get me wrong, Wes Morgan is the best thing ever. But you know, you're coming up against Dominic Calvert-Lewin. You're coming up against Richarlison. If he's in the squad, I don't know. I've not seen that team, so I know Dominic Calvert-Lewin's in. But Wes ain't exactly got pace. He's pacey, is it? So I think indeed at centre back, it is good. I think it is, my opinion.
I think the problem with Wes is, though, he's got that problem with his back. And Brendan Rodgers has said in the past, he's more not an impact player, but he'll come on for the last 10 or 15 minutes. I don't think his back will last the full 90 minutes, like it showed against, was it Athens? Zahora. He only managed about 70 minutes and then he had to come off because he was back injured. I don't think he can last a full 90 minutes, but 10, 15 minutes at the end, I think that's what Rodgers has got planned for him, to be honest. I think that's the way Wes Morgan goes.
He said that with Matt Elliott sometimes. He's just stick him up front, didn't he? You know, if we needed a goal. As well. Their team, yeah. There's his Richarlison, Calvert, you know, the up front, and a Welby up front as well. So if they've gone with a 4-3-3.
On their day, they'll be dangerous, won't they?
Oh, they are dangerous. I'm just looking at their squad. You know, their main things. Sigurdsson, I hate playing it. We hate playing him.
Well, he can score a good one against us. Jack, Glenn's put this question up here about corners. Having Under on and Maddison, he's sort of suggesting perhaps we'll see a mix-up of corners today. Short corners maybe with Maddison and the odd, maybe let Under take the odd one in.
Yeah, I definitely recommend Under taking the corners. If you've seen his corners against Ike, they were very attacking and we'll get him more headers than that in. When Maddison takes them, they don't even beat the first man. But Maddison from the short corners, as we've seen against Brighton, they were very effective. And I think doing that with Maddison and then undertaking them to go to the back post sort of corners, I think they'll very well treat tonight against a team like Everton.
Jamie, CF31, great name on YouTube. Sounds like a robot out of Star Wars. But anyway, it says Pickford's been dropped. Is that right, Ross? Jamie,
well,
do you know the team?
I know he's not in the team. I didn't know he'd been dropped, but I know he's not in the team. Yes, but he's prone to a few errors, isn't he? So hopefully, I don't know this Olsen, but hey up, Ross, you're having a bit of a fitness moment there.
Oh wow! But most fitness I've done in the last 9 months of lockdown. So for someone this. I
thought Ross was running to the front door to get his pizza.
No, that was a good day. I had a Chinese last night.
Come on then, lads. Ross, we've got other fans waiting to come on.
That's fine. Yeah, I need
the
to
JR show. Tell us, Ross, your score prediction and why and who.
We should have our own show. That'd be awesome one day.
Yeah, I can see it coming. JNR.
Yeah.
We've got to figure out what type of show. We just got to figure out first.
And I know the title music. What you're having on?
Yes. But no, I think prediction. I think I said the other day. I think 2-1. I think. Do you know what? I said prediction for this one. 2-1 Leicester. I think it was like last year when we won in that dramatic fashion with the Iniacho VAR goal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Iniacho's still the only player to have a VAR overturned, for a goal offside overturned in 2 competitions. The FA Cup and the league as well. So, hopefully he does it again tonight. But I think 2-1 Leicester. I think they'll take the lead. I think Sigurdsson will score. And I think Vardy will get one. And I think there'll be a late winner. Like against Sheffield United, obviously, hopefully Vardy doesn't smash up that corner flag. But we'll see what happens. But I think Vardy will get one. And I reckon, do you know what? I think Ndidi bullet header. From a bullet header. He's done it before. So why not? I doubt against Chelsea, that was when he made that mistake and then he scored in the pink shirt. So I think Ndidi bullet header. And that's the point. What's Lox's challenge today?
There isn't one, I don't think.
We should get him
up
one
in a minute. We'll make that up.
We should get him one. Ndidi to score.
All right, then. Well, there you go then.
That's
Ndidi
it. Yeah,
to score a header.
Score.
Ross says that's the Baldy Locks for tonight. Thank you for that, Ross. Jack, before we let you two go, what's your score prediction?
I'm going to go 2-1 to Leicester tonight. Vardy and under to score.
2-1 Leicester.
And Calvert-Lewin for Everton.
Yes. Well, yeah, he could well do. Right. Chaps, we'll let you two go so we can get other people on. Cheers, lads.
Boys.
We'll let those two go, Jamie.
What a pair.
Yeah, let's.
My signal went then.
Oh, here's Charlie. Can you hear me, Charlie?
Yep.
Charlie.
Am I coming through like a robot like last time?
Oh
no.
It's
a little bit, but
like a robot.
Come on, Charlie. Okay. Tell us your score prediction.
That wasn't great. I think Fofana, Unde, and Vardy will all get on the score sheet, but I think they'll get one because we might struggle to contain Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, and Alex Iwobi might be able to cause some problems, despite not having great end product.
So what was that? 3-1 then, Charlie, did you say? 3-1?
Yes.
Brilliant, Charlie. I'm going to let you go because I think it's your Wi-Fi connection, Charlie. If you're on your phone, sometimes try and dial in off your 4G if you can, because you get a better connection, apparently.
It might be because he's in America, Phil, that it's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Thanks for dialing in anyway, Charlie.
Cheers, Charlie. Thank you.
Yep.
Good to get Charlie on.
Is my mate coming yet, Andy? I think he's chickened out of it, to be honest. He's an Everton fan.
We've got Jay and then Sean. Do not worry, I'm going to add you in after Jay. Okay, Sean? So let's add in Jay, get his views. We need to end on Sean because Sean's always full of confidence. So
he is, isn't he? Jay used to be. Jay used to be confident.
Jay can be up and down. Are you up or are you down today, Jay? What's your predictions?
I said it on Sunday. I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw.
So a little bit down then, maybe.
Sitting on the fence, sort of.
Yeah. Because
who's going to score then?
Pieces, I can see Vardy getting 2.
Good.
But I hear what you're saying, Jay. You're worried about their threat as well.
Yeah, because Calvert-Lewin's brilliant in the air, and they've got players who can get crosses in, and Sigurdsson on corners, and our recent defending of corners. It's going to be very difficult. They're a good team.
This zonal marking, Jay, sometimes could be a problem again today for us, couldn't it, at corners?
Yeah. It's a must-win. Today's a must-win. We need to win this. We will go top, and if both Liverpool and Tottenham drop points as well.
Well, they're playing each other, so I believe, Jay, we can't go top. But obviously, if they were to pick
we can.
Draw, can we?
If it's a draw, then yes, we can go above both of them.
Okay.
But if one team wins, then we can't, unfortunately. But if we win, we'll go second. So we can either go. We can be first, second, or third tonight.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks for that, Stato, as ever, on the money with everything. Jay, we're going to see you later, maybe.
Yep.
Brilliant. I'm going to let you go. So we've got Sean on, and then because we're not far from kickoff now. So
where's the
thanks,
boys?
Jay.
Where's the boys? Are they there?
They'll be here any minute. If not, Jamie, it'd be me and you doing a talk along, a walk along, a watch along, whatever you like.
I can't see a TV in front of me where I'm sitting at the minute.
Let's add in Sean. Let's get Sean's views. Sean, can you hear me?
I find you.
Good. Thanks, Sean. Are you looking forward to tonight's game?
Yes.
And
What do you think the score's going to be, Sean?
I think it might be 3-0.
3-0. Oh, confidence there, Sean. Good confidence.
I think. I just don't know.
No one knows, do the pal. No one knows.
Sean, who do you think might score for Leicester tonight?
Under Harvey Barnes, Damien Vardy, 99th minute.
Hey. Well, hey, you never know, Sean, do you? That's a very reserved prediction, isn't it, Jimmy? 3-0 from Sean.
It is. Sean, what do you say when you leave?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Well, it's at home. I know that, but I did enter the Special Olympics at the Walkers Stadium, and I was in the Special Olympics.
Oh, well done.
That's you, Sean, is it?
That's you, is it, Sean?
That's me.
I remember that.
Good.
I remember the photos of seeing you do that.
Good lad, Sean. Good
well
lad.
Done, mate.
And what do you say when we leave us, Sean? Come on, Leicester.
Come on, Leicester. You can do this, boys.
Yeah.
Brilliant,
Well done, Sean.
We'll see you later, mate. Thanks for joining us. Sean going for a 3-0 there, Jamie. What's your prediction, Jamie? You can't go for a 2-2.
I go for 2-2 on away games only. I've said that before. Only on away. I'm confident tonight. I'm going for a 3-0.
3-0.
I'm confident. 3-0.
Do you know what? We should be getting more confident with Leicester, but I wouldn't really want to be putting much money on.
But it doesn't
Leicester
surprise me though,
at the
Phil.
moment. No.
Like we keep saying, we've been old school such a long time.
CF31 says it's Leicester. We could lose 5-0 or we could win 5-0 depending on which Leicester turns up.
I think CF31 is Charlie that's just been on.
I think it is Charlie, isn't it? Yeah. Let us know, CF31, if that is you, Charlie, and then we can instead of calling you CF31, call you Charlie. Yeah, we'll remember who you are. Robert says, what is everything, no crowds, an advantage for us or a disadvantage for them? Well,
back to the home. The home advantage is gone, isn't it? But it's not working for Arsenal, is it? When they have crowds in, did it?
No, I'm so skeptical. Says, I love Sean, always a positive energy. That's why we always like to get him on right before kickoff because he is always positive. Kevin says, well done, Sean. Fee, thanks for watching again. Fee says, well done, Sean.
What's she watching on Facebook and not YouTube? Normally she's watching on YouTube. She might change over on when the game time.
Absolutely, Reese. Everybody's loving Sean. I know we get him. He comes on every match. We always get him on if we can. So yeah, thanks for that. I think Mr. Locks is ready. Let's add him in.
Hello, ladies. How are we?
A rose between two thorns.
As ever, yeah.
Lovely hair, lovely hair, Locks. Do you know what your Baldy Locks challenge is?
I think there is one tonight, mate.
Oh, yeah, well, there is, mate.
Oh, it is.
I reckon we.
There's no reckon.
We already know what it is. We've now added this into our pre-show.
I am going to go for. How about? But you've already done it. It. What is it then?
We know. Perhaps we shouldn't tell Locks what it is.
What is it?
No, we'll tell him. It's only fair. Do you want to know, Locks?
Go on.
Ndidi to score with a header.
With a header.
With a header.
Oh, that's not fair. That could happen.
He hasn't scored for God knows how long. He scored last
on the bloody pitch.
He scored 15 months ago. Last goal with his head.
I'll go with it. Fine, but
no, you are going with it, pal.
Is Phil correct in the spelling?
I think so.
What? Where? Oh, Baldy.
Yeah, it's not Boldy, is it?
Flip.
It's near enough.
Here we go.
All right then.
Is that better? I tell you what, I don't do spelling or English grammar. That's why I do design, because I can't spell.
He scores first with his head.
No, there's no need for that, Locks. Let's not make it mission impossible.
Yeah, all
Here
right.
he is, Mr. Tom. He's finished doing his day job. He's there.
His grass leveling technician job.
There's a rush.
Sounds like a good job title, that, to be fair, mate. I'd be interested in doing that. Can I be your apprentice?
I need to
Locks, you got to get out of bed early enough, pal.
Yeah, you got to be at work for like 7 o'clock in the morning, Locks.
I've got to put 8 today instead of 30. So.
Yeah, you can't have a hangover, by the way.
Like you did this morning.
Just don't let work know.
Too late. I've just told him.
Tom, we need to brief you in on the Baldy Locks. Are you aware?
Okay. No, go on.
So,
go on, Jamie.
Phil, you tell him. Oh, I'll tell him. Tom, it's a good one. This is. You'll enjoy this. And Didi to score from a header.
Oh, that's possible. That is possible. We scored from a corner. Oof. Well,
that was the Norwich game.
Yeah, Norwich.
The Norwich game in the league. In the league.
Yeah.
Chowdhury scored in the Europa League, didn't he? But that one don't count.
Yes. Yeah, Locks. If it
does count, but it don't.
If it does come off tonight, Locks, it was Ross who proposed it.
I'll send it to you in the post, mate. You can borrow some, can't you?
Lads, let's get back onto the team news. Let's start with you, Tom. What do you think to that team?
I just come in front of me. Probably a little concerned with the back four, if I'm honest with you, and Diddy there with Fofana. Very, unexperienced playing together. But that's about it.
Tom, we can't see you.
Yeah, I mean, very, very unexperienced, not played together at all. So it'd be interesting how they get on today. Look, they've got the pace. That's the only thing you can say. They can recover if mistakes happen at the back. But that's a young back line, for me. Bar Fuchs at left back, Unless it is a 3 at the back, it'd be interesting to see. Well, we don't know how we line up at the moment. So once we see the lineup, it'd be interesting. But no, more than happy. Good to see a lot of attack out there today, and good to see Under getting a start. That's a big one for me. Good to see Under getting his start.
Yeah, Locks, what's your views?
Yeah, I completely agree. It's a good lineup today, really. It's a strong one. Ross is here, obviously. Ross loves an Ndidi at the back. He's been saying that for a long time. So, yeah, he can do the job. He played at centre back, at times for Genk. Is it Genk? I think it's Genk. No, yeah, is that right? No, it was
Ghent.
Yeah, Ghent. Whatever, same thing. One letter out. But yeah, I think it's a strong lineup to be fair. Under, an exciting one to. 2 fucking cats.
Pardon.
Posted. Yeah, I think it's exciting to see Under. He did well in the last Europa League game, so it'll be interesting to see what he did today. For me, it's a 2-0 win today. So 2-0.
A nice 2-0 win. Just quickly with you two, we're playing Ndidi at the back there and not Wes, big Wes. What, are you happy enough with that, Tom, or do you think?
I think it tells you how fit Wes Morgan is, if I'm honest with you. He's been struggling with a back problem, and probably is the case that he's there for an emergency purposes, and that's about it. Rogers said the other week that he's not been fit since he's been at the football club properly. He's always had this back problem. So, we'll find out tonight if we still need to bring him on.
Brilliant, chaps. I'm going to let you go because it must be kick-off time. Well, I'm going to let me go. I'll see you at half-time.
All right, mate. No problem.
Cheers.
Right, so it is. We can get rid of Baldy Locks. That's not going to happen. It's Leicester. Yes, I think. What are you on? Are you watching your phone or?
Well, I've done it on both, and once again, the phone seems to be quicker, so I've gone to the phone again. I was on the telly, but the telly literally is probably about 2 seconds behind at the moment.
I'm on 25 seconds.
Okay, hold on. 25 seconds already.
30 seconds. 31.
This could be interesting. I might be way behind you. 19, 20. Oh, behind.
But yes, guys, kickoff. Kickoff it is. It's Leicester 0, Everton 0. Can you believe it's goalless already? 1 minute in. 40. Well, I should be precise here for Tom. 52 seconds in.
20 seconds behind you at the moment.
New phone as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let me come out of it and go back in. That might help. We might be on the same. Mate.
Just loading, mate. It's interesting though, but considering you're doing it off the phone.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was fine yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday was perfect. So.
Not yesterday, sorry, Sunday. Yeah, just let me know. See, now mine just isn't even loading, eh? Class. Right, here we go. There we go. Yeah, just let me know when you're ready, mate, what time you're on, and I'll let you know what I'm on.
1:12, 1:13, 1:14, 1:15.
I'm about 20 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. I'll have to just, I'm sure we can get there between the two. 30 seconds ahead. See, it's what I mean. It's one of those things, mate. We're doing it with a stream. You're always gonna have this.
I think I can pause it though, mate. Yeah, let me pause it. Hold on. Let me know when you're on 1 minute 40, mate. Yeah. When you're on 1 minute 40, let me know.
38, 39, 40.
Perfect.
40 now. 41, 42. So
Right,
people are probably going to comment if we score anyway before us.
Who cares? Yeah, now
I'm on 1 minute 52, 53.
Yeah, I did see.
Unlucky by Madison, by the way. Cut back and it just went side of the post.
Yeah, so what are you now, mate? You're about 2 minutes.
By Varley. Oh, now I'm buffering.
It's not going well today, boys. Who cares? Who cares?
2-7 on my telly.
2-7. 2 minutes. 2 minutes 10.
Yeah. What are you on at the moment?
2:26.
Yeah, I'm 2:23.
That'll do. 3 seconds. Who cares, mate? Come on. Anyway, boys, let's get on with it. Let's not sulk about the. No, we didn't miss the Tillerman's effort grade. We got it. We were just counting. But yeah, Imtiaz says yeah, I think that came in about the right time with me. So at least I'm timed up with Imtiaz. That's helpful. Imtiaz, click the link. Come on, we'll bomb Tom out. It's fine. But yeah, it is Leicester versus Everton, mate. I mean, games come thick and fast these days at Christmas time. It's why Christmas is my favourite time of the year. It's not for the presents. It's not for the turkey. Actually, turkey's a big factor, of course. But the main thing is the football, mate. Football all the time at Christmas. Do you see us? I mean, to be fair, mate, I think this is a good opportunity. Seeing the results that have happened so far in the last couple of days, mate. Look, I'm not saying we're going to win the league. I'm not even saying that we're going to challenge, later on in the season. I'm just saying it's a good opportunity, Tom. It's a good opportunity.
Yeah, of course, it's a great opportunity. I mean, what you got to look at it is in this way. Like, 1 minute, mate. Hold on,
no
mate.
worries, mate. Yeah, no worries.
And that all is it.
Go on a minute, then. You can have hold on. You'll say hello?
Mate, if you need to drop out. Oh,
I'm going to eat. Someone say hello. Oh, Mini-me's it.
Hello.
Look at the camera. Say hello to everyone. Say hello. Yeah, go on then. Go and eat it. You can have your ice cream.
Get her to say, come on, you fox.
Yeah, Emery's gone back inside.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a great opportunity. I said it, I tweeted earlier that a win tonight and, results go away and Liverpool, Tottenham, could go to Tottenham knowing a win would give us Christmas at top of the pile again. Things like that. The players should be looking and thinking, we went tonight and Tottenham at Liverpool draw or get a boring draw. Then what is possible? You go to Tottenham thinking, well, a point or a win, depending on the results, could be enough for us to stay there.
Yeah, Everton just had an attack. It won't be. Tried to get his foot on it and volley it in, but it was cleared by.
That's
Fuchs,
a foul, referee. Get up! Come on, referee. He's taken him out and Leicester will attack with Barnes. Sorry, he'll come across the pitch to the right hand side. He'll play it to James Justin. Just simple, good lad. Goes back to Under. Under will come across the pitch. He'll play it inside to Madison. Madison flicks and just can't flick it to Barnes. But the clever ideas are there, and they were close between Vardy, Barnes, and I'd say Madison were all in a square radius of about 5 meters apart. So you can see what they're trying to do. They want to get it in. They want to get it at the back four. And look, it says tonight, and interesting to see that Everton have dropped Pickford for the game.
Very interesting, mate. Yeah, James Rodriguez, I believe. Is James on the bench, mate?
I don't think he's made. I think he's out of the game as well, from what I read yesterday.
Someone's been put on the bench because of rotation. I can't remember who it is. If you can let me know, someone in the comments, let me know what the Everton bench is. Just before we continue, just while there's a little quiet period, please like, follow, subscribe, whichever social media platform you're watching on. There's over 50 people watching. Look, if you're watching on Facebook, watching on, I don't think Twitter's on. No, it is. Yeah, Twitter is on. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter, oh my God, what is that haircut, Richarlison? Jesus, bloody Nora, that is dreadful.
Goldilocks.
Yeah, but I think this ball's it's Decore on the right wing. Good defending by Ndidi, and Leicester win the ball back quickly. There's 50 of you watching. Just hit the like button on YouTube or Facebook, Twitter, whatever. And also, we're 31 subscribers off 5.5K. Only 31 subscribers. So please, if you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever, and you haven't subscribed yet, just head over to YouTube. All you need to do, go onto YouTube, type in Leicester Fan TV, hit the subscribe button, and me and Tom will be forever grateful for that. Exactly. So anyway, let's
Everton
move on.
Subs were Pickford, Kenny, Tolson, Bernard, Gomez, Gordon, and Davis for that Everton bench was tonight. So yeah, no Rodriguez. What do you want in the summer when they sign him? I say it's a great signing, but once again, the injuries are starting to mount up quickly for him. So the pressure will be on him. And Under will knock it off. Unlucky.
Gray back again with another super sticker. Gray, mate, $2.99. Really appreciate that, Gray. And to everyone else who drops super stickers or super chats, you can do that on YouTube. Thanks to everyone who's done that over the past couple of weeks. We really appreciate it. It just goes back into channel to improve stuff like, I don't know, maybe my makeup and things like that, and my hairdo and all that. So, so cheers for that. But yeah, and Gray, appreciate that, mate. Imtaz says Locks is bricking it because of the Baldy Locks, but it ain't gonna happen. It's never happened yet, and it's not gonna happen again. So there we go. Tom, what you drinking? Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Man, I love a bit of Mountain Dew, mate. Oh, James Madison with the ball here.
He has a shot. It'll be blocked, and it'll be rebound off him for a throw to Everton.
I need to change something to my settings. Actually, go on, carry on, mate.
Doesn't Madison look more confident with the ball at his feet again after a couple of goals and assists? Before that, I know he's, he said that, he didn't let it affect him. And they're going to keep trying stuff, but once in a while, I could imagine pressure was building against him. He wasn't getting the goals. It took him, 30 odd games to get 2 goals, and then he goes and gets 2 in 2 games. So the pressure probably built on Madison a bit, and it's good to see him starting to look a bit more confident, because what a confident Madison is a great player for us to have around. Ooh, flicking at Everton, trying the flicky. Leicester sitting with the ball for Plana. Runs through the man, but it'll go up for a throw.
How's my audio? Is it okay? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, mate.
Lovely, mate. Yeah, for some reason, StreamYard had me on auto adjust, so it was changing my volume every couple of minutes, weirdly. But anyway, I'm back. Gray says, can you improve Tom's internet with the $2.99? It's all right, Tom, mate. It was a bit patchy at the start. It's fine now.
Yeah, I was going to say, man. Just wide.
Wide? Just wide? For a bloody throw-in. To be fair, you probably haven't seen it yet, had you?
It is now. I've caught up because I keep looking at the telly and not on my phone. That's the problem. I need to turn the telly off. I mean, it's good build to play. Once again, Madison to under down this right-hand side, cuts in onto his left, then cuts back to his right, and he really tries to get the swing on it, and he just probably overkicked it. And I don't know if he took a deflection. No, he didn't take a deflection, but Vardy was happy, put his thumbs up, say, "Yep, get that in there. We'll take that."
Yeah, 100%. I don't know if anyone's seen the. Did you see the Ben Marshall interview, mate? The Ben Marshall Under the Kosh podcast thing.
It's a funny one. I've watched it, man. I didn't realise where he disappeared to. The last time I'd seen was last season. He was playing at Millwall, and it was the FA Cup, and they interviewed him at half time. I didn't realise he had left Millwall. Such a talented player that kid is. He could have been, and he even admits it. I'm watching the interview. He said, probably my attitude was wrong to be a Premiership player. And it's sad that at the age of 20 now, he's now playing in the North LEIEVE Division Premier or something for someone. It's like, how can a player who was playing Man United's academy and then came to Hull and us and Blackburn for a period, then Millwall, just suddenly go out of the game completely into that division? Really sad, really. But, he admits that his attitude wasn't right. I think there were some good stories in there about Jamie Vardy. We won't go into length.
we'll leave it there. If you want
it was good.
Yeah, if you want to know any details or you've got no idea what we'll talk about, just head over to Under the Kosh YouTube channel. To be fair, mate, I've listened to a few of their stuff. Matt Piper did a good one as well. So, head over to their channel and have a look at there because, they've got some quality stuff. But after the game, of course, not yet. But, Ben Marshall was on their most recent video and he did tell some funny stories. He also enlightened us a little bit more into the story about Nigel Pearson headbutting Matt Mills. So that's always an interesting one. There's a little bit of info on that as well. And also, I'll say one more bit about it, just to give you a teaser. Jamie Vardy taking vodka shots before matches that he starts. So that's also a little interesting story they told on there.
I'm not going to criticise him. Look what he's done.
That's it, mate. To be fair, if you're Nigel Pearson at that stage, mate, it's like, well, if you get a goal, I don't really care. Carry on. So, but yeah. Gray is here. Locks, is there a quiz Friday? Yes, there will be a quiz on Friday. And Jamie, I'll get on to Jamie now. Well, Jamie's probably watching. Jamie, sort the fixtures out, please. Please let us know what the fixtures are because I have no idea. I just read the questions.
Jamie's everything. He's secretary, fixture secretary.
That's where your super chat money's going. He deserves it. To be fair, bless him. He does everything.
Come to the left to Harvey Barnes, who's got 2 men on him. Yeah, he'll cut back inside and go back to Mendy. He'll go to Fuchs, back to Mendy. And that's just passing around nice in the middle park. Keeping tending, little chip over the top. And unlucky, Mark Maddison. Under had made the run in, and Maddison looked for the chip. And if he finds him, he's in on goal for me there. Just the direction was off because no one had tracked Under.
Yeah. Kent's back. Hello, Kent. Thanks for coming back after your £250 win on Sunday. Which I was keeping you updated on the scores. I haven't got Arsenal today, so if you've got a bet on them, I can't help you. But yeah, we are on Amazon Prime, so if you can watch it as well as Arsenal, then head over to Amazon Prime. Fee, as Jamie said, Fee, sorry, I didn't see if you replied. You're on Facebook now, not YouTube. Why? YouTube is a lot better because you can pause it and stuff and rewind, and if you see Tom do a funny face or something, you can pause it on it and screenshot it and send it in, put it online. It's normally me with a funny face, to be fair. But yeah, Fee, how are you? Thanks for coming back, as always. DAZN, someone put DAZN, is it on DAZN as well? I don't even know. I thought DAZN was just America or something.
Yeah, but if you got specialist stuff, you can watch that kind of channel.
Yes, Jamie always has it, doesn't he? He's in Mallorca, so yeah.
I'm no comment on this, but yes. Fuchs will defend it. It'll be a corner to Everton, just so people up to date. We're 13-26. 13 hours whipped in by Wobie and Fuchs. Good job that wasn't in the box, if I'm going to be honest, because it might have been a handball, but it'll be a corner kick. It'll be an interesting one of VAR. I'd look to that, if I'm honest with you. But again, we've seen that given. It was very similar to the Wolves penalty. It would have been interesting for me. It's not handball because he's hand right by his side, but you never know now with VAR what's going to be given or what's not. I mean, a question for you, Locks. Yesterday, I don't know if you saw the Wolves-Chelsea game. How can a player run into the box? The referee gives a penalty. He's blatantly dived. Referee goes over, checks the monitor, reverses the decision, and says, "Yes, you've gone down. It's not a penalty." How's he not then given a? Why is the card not coming out for a dive?
Mate, it does my head in right. Here's where I stand on this. I've heard you talk about it before, mate, and I completely agree. Their reasoning for it is because they can't give yellow cards from VAR. Yellow card decisions aren't. They can't check on VAR, but they're not checking for a yellow card. They're checking if it's a penalty or not, and obviously it's not a penalty, so yeah, it should be a yellow card. For me, mate, I think second yellows should definitely be thrown in there for me, and I'll tell you why. You look at Jack Grealish, what he does, and look, I ain't obsessed with him or any of that. I'm just saying, if you've got a player like, let's say, Jack Grealish, because let's be honest, it normally is him.
Talk about yellows quickly. Mendy's just fouled Allen in the middle of the park. He was getting away from, pulled him down, and he's now been booked. So people like Mendy's now on a yellow card already 15 minutes into a game on his 4th of the season. So one more and he'll miss a game, basically. Funny enough, Christmas.
Yeah, let's just see this ball into the box.
Headed away.
Fafana. I just wanted to quickly say, like, yeah, if Jack Grealish is on a yellow card and then he has dived, right, purposely to try and win a penalty or a free kick or whatever, right? For me, check VAR, and if he's deliberately dived as bad as what he did the other week, I don't know if you saw it. You know where he got a little kick and then 5 seconds later he goes down. Mate, book him again. Book him again. Harry Kane with all this. I mean, that's a debate, isn't it? Harry Kane's
one. What got me was when we played Leeds United away and Ayling's attempt in the box when it was 2-1 at the time. And Ayling knocked it past Fuchs. Fuchs put his leg down and pulled it away. Great defending from Fuchs. He knew what was going to happen. And he didn't get him booked for it. There was no check. There was nothing. I mean, that's for me where the whole point of view was to stop the cheating, the blatant cheating. Oh, that's going to be a free kick.
Yeah. Kick to the head there for Mendy. No, I agree with you, mate. Maybe not book, maybe not check VAR for all second yellows, but penalties.
No,
like, if you're checking penalties.
Dive, if you're like Mark Acton didn't give anything, he just gave a goal kick. So obviously he knew that something could happen. Now, if it's a blatant dive and he's missed it, such a blatant, then for me, he should be told, can you just go and check the monitor? You've missed a blatant dive. If you see it and you agree, then that should be a yellow card. I mean, I know that's not what VAR was put in there for, but some of this blatant diving and they're not getting booked is ridiculous.
Yeah, man, I agree. I mean, I remember, there was always a thing like they can't book. They can't
last season.
I've heard that you can't ball into the box there. Is that Calvert-Lewin? He takes it down. Indeed, he's going to go over him.
The beast holds the ball up, runs away, clears up the line, kicks it straight back. Can't get that. Maddison will win it anyway. Back Leicester will break. Mendy up to Vardy. Vardy back to Maddison. And Leicester are blaking into the Everton half. It's slowed down. Maddison's had to come back. Everton got set again. But good defending there by Leicester. Good defending by Ndidi. And for me, he didn't dive in. He held up and let Calvert-Lewin make the mistake and then won the ball back. So that's a good start for him in the centre half.
Yeah. No, what I would say, mate, because I've heard before that they can't do anything retrospectively for yellow card. For dives. And yellows, obviously, right? However, if I recall, do you remember that really controversial game against Leeds and Aston Villa in the Championship last season?
Yes.
Patrick Bamford pretended that El Ghazi hit him in the face. Patrick Bamford went down. El Ghazi got a red card.
Yep.
And what happened then was El Ghazi got the red card days later. El Ghazi got the red card rescinded. Patrick Bamford was banned for 2 or 3 games, right?
3-game ban, yeah.
So why are they not doing that? Why are they not doing that more often?
Totally agree. The rules. I don't think VAR is an issue. I think it's the laws of the game what needs to change to bring it into the right way. They keep changing the laws, and they're not, dealing with it. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Place Fafana.
Yeah, mate. That's it. To be fair, mate, right? I think we've said this so many times. I wouldn't care. The main issue with refereeing decisions, VAR decisions, it's always consistency. If it was consistently harsh, then I think people would get used to it. If it was consistently lenient, then I think people would get over it. But it's not. It's always either lenient or harsh. Every game's different. That's the problem, mate. It's consistency. Because all you need to do is look at, let's say a Leicester game from last year, a Leicester game from this year, 2 penalties. Let's say one was given, one was not. One challenge could be, they could be exactly the same things, and you can guarantee that the decision's different. So, for me, it's just consistency. I know you might disagree, Tom, and I think Jamie definitely disagrees. I haven't got a problem with VAR. I have not got a problem with VAR. It is the referees and the officials who are doing the checks, who are they are the ones that are the problem. For me, it's not VAR, because VAR, if it was applied correctly and well, it would be perfect.
We saw what VAR and how it should be used properly when it was first used in the World Cup 2-3 years ago, was it? And it was used brilliantly. And then we decided the laws of people that make the rules started changing them for the handball rules in the box. That first season back in the Prem when we won the league, the law changed that if any player pulls someone's shirt, the penalty will be given. We started off with that, and for the first 6-7 games, Mark Dean was having a field day, giving penalties for fun. That suddenly drifted away, and you could then go back to pulling shirts. I just thought it was a joke anyway, really, to be honest with you. If you can't have a bit of contact with you, what's the point of playing football? It's to become a non-contact sport.
It's a
Everton
goal.
have just scored. Richarlison. 1-0 to Everton after 23 minutes. And what can you say? They haven't been in the game really, and then they go and score. Wow. Didn't see that coming. That's a bit of a blow for 20 minutes. Not had loads of chances, Leicester, but I thought we controlled the game. Come down the left, switch across to the right-hand side to Watchalong on the left. He gets one-on-one with James Justin. He cuts inside and he smashes it on the floor. Sadly for me, Kasper has to do better there. Kasper's parried it and he's gone through his fingertips and into the bottom corner. I think Kasper will know he should have stopped that one for me. It's gone bowling across the floor. Yeah, Kasper's got to take some of the blame for that. I know he's come through bodies, but he's got a hand to that, and it's been a weak hand, and he should have tipped that one round the post for me.
Yeah, it's a shame. I saw a tweet literally this morning about how I can't remember who it was, mate. If you saw it, you might be able to tell me who it was. About this may be Kasper Schmeichel's best start to a season in a long time. He's been on good form, but yeah, that there. I mean, things like that happen to every keeper at some point.
God, I remember Ian Walker. You will remember Ian Walker playing for Leicester season back in the Premier League. Some people might remember he made a howler against Bolton Wanderers and literally dropped the ball on the goal line through his legs and into the net. He then went on a mini spree of about 6 games where he was at fault for 4, 5, 6 goals in that campaign, and it was one of the reasons we got relegated. We just couldn't keep clean sheets, and every time we thought we'd get him on, we'd make a clanger at the back. So look, goalies can make mistakes; it happens, but. Look, Kasper hasn't made them. I can't really count on. I can count on one hand. Ball chipped in. Justin Vardy. Oh, straight to the goalie. Justin, headed by Vardy, straight to the goalkeeper. Either side of the goalkeeper, and it's 1-1 after.
What a reaction that would have been, Tom.
Better from Leicester. Got the ball wide, flicked him. Oh, Vards, you got to score there for me, kid.
Straight. 1 second, mate. 1 second.
Straight to the goalkeeper. Should be 1-1. And what can you say? That was the chance. And I've said it before, Everton will give you chances, and that was one of them. That should have been 1-1 now at 23 minutes, still 1-0 down. But good play from Justin, good reaction from Justin after being cut inside and beaten. But, frustrating, boys. Better from Leicester there. I don't think we've been poor the first 23 minutes. I think we've played okay. We've controlled the game. Everton really hadn't had much in it. We just haven't created. Barnes gives the ball away. Mendy wins it back. Mendy will break towards the goal. He'll cut it out, tries to cut it wide. He'll come back to Mendy. Little ball, flicks it in the air. Justin will bring it down. Free kick to Leicester, foul by Richardson. But again, it's better by Leicester trying to move the ball quicker. I think that's something we need to do. We need to move the ball quicker. We haven't done it enough in this game. Should have saved that. Kent, definitely. He definitely should have saved that. Poor from Kasper, but I'm not like I say, I'll never jump on Kasper's back because he's made switcheroo. He's made more saves than so many great saves over his time. I can't fight him. Saints beating Arsenal. Well, there we go. But that's not a shocker anymore, is it?
That stadium. We said it on Sunday, mate. Since we beat them 9-0, oh my gosh, they have been on some form, and fair play to them.
Fair play for Leicester. Free kick into the back post and headed away, and it'll be a corner to Leicester.
The way they lose Danny Ings through injury, mate. The way they lose Danny Ings and they're still on fire. I know he's back now, but still, he was out for 3 weeks or so.
Got to say, it was a lovely whip ball, free kick from under towards the back post. Really dangerous for a free kick from under, and it was headed away at the back post. So it'll be a free kick, corner to Leicester. 24 minutes in, Madders to take it, beats the first man, headed it back to under. Edge of the area, corner of the box, cuts inside 1-2, has a shot. Oh, just over the crossbar. Great play from under. Took on 3 men, beat them, and then bends it towards the far corner. And it'll go out for another corner for a deflection. That was better from under there. Really puts under pressure. I mean, goalkeeper was stranded. He was really stranded. Anything on target, and
mate, we're getting a few corners there. I don't like the thought of it with Ndidi leaping. Here's Maddison anyway. Maddison will take it.
Everton have been so hit and miss this season, if we're honest. I mean, they've had some cracking results at the start and went on and run. And apparently, they'd won the league title after 6 games, by the way. Let's not forget. So as Aston Villa had won the league after 6 games. And so there'll be another corner whipped in by Maddison over the front post. Oh, goes over Fofana's head. Only just. He'll come to the edge of the area. And did he whip one in? It'll be a throw-in. Is it gone for a throw or a corner?
I think it's another throw-in, mate. Yeah,
it's a throw-in, but yeah, Yeah, be a throw in. Justin will come over and take it. But they were better corners for me for Maddison. Both whipped in, both over the front man.
For me, mate, it's like, Maddison's got a lot to his game, mate. Like, how hard is it? Just spend a few days on the pitch, or a couple hours at the end of half hour at the end of your training session. Each day, just getting the corners in. You know what I mean? It's not difficult. It's probably one of the easiest things for a footballer to do, mate. If I'm honest with you, whipping a ball into the box. Let's be honest, especially a player with Maddison's quality. So good to see that. But it's not good for me. That the corners are better today, but they are better.
Leicester will go to the left-hand side to Fuchs. Fuchs will go up to Harvey Barnes. He's one-on-one with his man. Cuts inside, knocks it past him, and the challenge comes in. Wins the ball. Everton will break. There'll be a foul to Everton. Barnes fouls him. Silly by Barnes there. I mean, he gone past him, chucks his legs out and gives a free kick away. And for me there, that's where Barnes, just let him go. He's not going anywhere. He's got 4 men still to go past. But again, pressure probably looked a lot better the last 5 minutes of the game since that goal's gone in. It's been all Leicester all over Everton. I'm not worried yet. Still, there's plenty of time in this match. We all know that Everton can be shaky. I said it all, even Saturday, Everton give chances away. Everton gave Chelsea enough chances at the weekend to get in the game. So I still think we'll get another couple of chances before the end of this match. Decent chances. We've had one Vardy should have scored for me. It wasn't an easy chance from his header, but he heads it down or what either side of the goalkeeper's in.
I'd agree. That's going to be a foul.
Referee, come on, mate. Straight through the back of him. I can't believe he's moaning. How can he even moan about that as a foul? You've gone straight through the back of ours.
The Goldilocks challenge is indeed score from a header, or from a corner. Was it a corner or a header?
Just a header. And did he score from a header? There wasn't a suspicion if it was a corner or a free kick. We'll leave it as just a header.
I don't think that's fair. That's too broad. That's like saying Vardy scores with his right foot. You know what I mean? Like, anyway,
do you want to do that one?
No, we ain't doing that. There we go. Thanks, Fee. Oh no, that's not Fee. That's Kent. Cheers, Fee. Appreciate that. Thanks for. I thought you were friends. Go on, don't. Anyone watch Man City Chelsea yesterday? Both shocking. They were, to be fair. Yeah, bit of a shocking game. Both games. West Brom get a point against Man City, and Slaven Bilic is sacked. Incoming Sam Allardyce. I mean, that's been planned for a week or so, isn't it? Come on.
They always planning on sacking him. Can't beat that.
They were planning on sacking him, weren't they, mate?
Oh, mate. I think someone said before the Newcastle game, there was already talks going, look. For me, West Brom are a prime example of a football club that can't moan about being in the relegation zone when you only spend 20 million when you come up to the Prem. Norwich is another one. Fair play. I don't think you ever hear Norwich fans moaning about getting relegated because they know that the football club are never going to spend big money when they come up. So they expect to be in a relegation battle when they get into the league every time. And I think their fans just accept they go up, have one season, come back down, win the championship by storm. They are just a prime example that they're a yo-yo club. If they can keep the players or only keep most of the players, only lose a couple of gunners each season, they go up and down, then they'll be more than happy challenging.
Yeah, Kent, appreciate the super sticker, mate, as well. Kent and Gray are having a super sticker off. Who can get the most super stickers in? But no, appreciate that, Kent, mate. Like we said, every time it just goes back into the channel. Jay says, I knew this game was going to be a struggle, but to be fair, I predicted 2-0, and that's not happening, is it? So, MTR says, I wonder how Leicester Fan TV are doing. Leicester? I mean Arsenal. I wonder how Arsenal Fan TV are doing.
Hey Tom, have you ever heard of Peter? Yes, that name does ring a bell. Yeah, Corbury previous town chairman. Yeah, that name rings a bell. Yeah.
Do you know him? Is he your brother or something, or your dad?
No, I know that the name rings a bell. Yeah, because I used to.
I don't mean your brother. I mean Faye's.
Oh, Faye's, yeah.
Yeah. Why did you ask Faye anyway?
Yeah, the name rings a bell in my head. I used to always follow quite a bit of the local teams from around Leicester, Leicestershire, and all that. I mean, it used to be Oldie Town, so they're down the leagues now. Well, around the case gets not to be. It's in world class.
That would be good. just here, kids. What time are you on? What time are you on, Tom? Let Keith
I am 30 minutes and 26 seconds. 27, 28, 29, and 30.
Yep. So Jeff says, you're right, Jay. Was never going to be another Brighton game. We'll see. Come on, lads. We're 30 minutes in. There's a lot of game. There we go. He is the son of my grand... Hold on. I need to get my head around this because I'm going to struggle to work the family tree out.
It's half sister.
Hold on. This is going to do... This kind of stuff always messes my head. Right, hold on. I've got to imagine a tree, a family tree. So my grandfather's half sister, so you're half Everton in the box. Oh, is that a penalty? No. Calvert-Lewin and Sigurdsson both had a chance here to score.
That's not a penalty, neither.
No. But now, is that challenge? Who's that? Is that Harvey Barnes? James Maddison? He gets tripped there, ref. Oh, come on, referee. There's a trip there. There is a trip.
Yeah, I'm literally probably 5 seconds behind you.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Sorry, mate. No, don't worry. I mean, I'm on 31, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48.
We need to take 10 seconds away from our time since online streamers. Yeah, that's true. Never thought of that. Cheers, MTRs. Fee. No, good night. Fair play, Fee. Tom's heard of him. I haven't. I'm too young, but Tom's old, so he'll know. He's not old. He's not old, but you know what I mean. To me, he is. Everton with another ball. It's going to go out for a corner. Everton are putting a little bit of pressure on here in the last couple of minutes, guys. TDP says Leicester need a goal before the half. I agree. Gray is continuing the super sticker battle.
Stick off.
The stick off. Yeah, careful what you say. There's careful how you pronounce that. But yeah, 199 from Gray, mate. Really appreciate that again, massively. Gray says 32 minutes 40. I'm about the same, Gray, just around that. I'm just a bit behind you. Can someone help me with a link to watch the game? Leonson, I think there's links in the comments somewhere. I'm not going to put them on screen, but they're in there somewhere. Or get a free trial with Amazon Prime where you can watch it for free for 30 days.
Well, Tom, what? Don't forget, I think we need to deserve to be one down.
Yeah,
no, I don't think we deserve to be one down. Whipting, was it gone for a corner again? Yeah, it's another corner.
Yeah, for me, mate, it's a difficult one. Don't deserve to be one of that. I mean, we've had our chances, so we should be equal. You know, with that Vardy header, they've had their chances.
Yeah,
they've put one away.
Vardy one was a massive one. He was also vice chairman. That was it. Newcastle United. Yes, I was going to say that's why the name rings a bell. The Newcastle link more than anything. I'm remembering.
Sigurdsson with the corner here. It comes back out to Iwobi out wide. He'll give it back to Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson will dance around with it. Back to Iwobi. Should be an easy one to sort out there. Yeah, Mendy's able to get rid of this, I think. It's offside, I think. Jane says, can't seem to get it on my Prime account, but I am in USA. Jane, if you've not, maybe that DAZN, DAZN, that's what it's called, Tom, DAZN in America, DAZN, you'll know it's Jane. DAZN are showing the game. I don't know if they offer any frees or free trials, but yeah. Oh, yes, Kent, sorry, I was wondering what you were on about there. Gerard Houllier, I'm guessing.
Yes, what a legend. God, I remember these teams coming to Filbert Street and playing some brilliant football at times, and I can remember them winning the treble. That's one memory from him, winning the treble at Liverpool. FA Cup, League Cup, and UEFA Cup at the time. What a team he had. Some fine players in that team. So, yeah.
Thanks for the comment, MTRs. We're always here, mate. Every game, you know, feel free. You do anyway, but yeah, just pop on with us, have a chat.
Question for you, mate. How do you think Under's done in this first 35 minutes?
He's been difficult, innit? I mean, it's been a quiet game for a few of the players. He's going to be, you know, he's a Mahrez, isn't he? We keep saying a Mahrez. He's one of them who can, you know, well, we haven't seen a lot of him, but I'd imagine he's one of them who can just pop
You're
up.
having a laugh, mate. How's that a foul? Sorry,
Never.
mate.
Never.
Maddison wins the ball back cleanly. Let me look at this. Alan loses the ball. He puts his leg round, flicks the ball away from him, and the referee, Mendy, comes in and wins the ball back. That's never a foul, referee. Oh God.
Jane said, sat here with the Tucson Fox. Watch, I know because someone corrected the pronunciation.
Tucson Fox.
I was calling it Tuscan or Tucson or whatever, but no, it's Tucson, isn't it?
Tucson Fox.
Jane is there with the Tucson Fox watching Arsenal and listening to your commentary. It's weird not watching our fave team. Jane, look.
Just got to shoot off, mate. 1 minute, I'm back.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Jane, there are. I'm not going to put it on the screen for obvious reasons because, illegal and all that. But there are comments here. I've definitely seen some comments which have a link to the game. So click that. And as well as that, of course, DAZN are showing it. Peacock in the United States are showing it, apparently. Charlie is in the United States and he's watching on Peacock. I don't even know what Peacock is. I don't know what it is. Super Sports 3, yeah, because Kent lives in, where's Super Sport? That's Qatar, isn't it, mate? Yeah. Qatar. You live in Qatar, Kent, because you're watching it legally, aren't you? Leeds are 1-1 with Newcastle. Is that right, Tom?
Let's have a look. I'll bring it 30 seconds.
Let me know who the goal scorers are because I've got Callum Wilson in my FPL.
Goal scorers is Bamford and Hendricks. Assist by Callum Wilson, by the way.
That's not bad. Tom, there's some comments coming in here.
Wilcott scored against Arsenal.
Lost down. Mediocre performance. To be fair, mate, I've not made much of the performance tonight. Look, we've had our chances, and we've had a few. We've had a few chances. They've had a few chances. They've put one away. I bet the 4 at the back is the only way to win. Brigade on Twitter in full force. Oh, Everton with a header on. What's your thoughts on the first half so far, mate? We've got about 7 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean, it's not been the slickest performance from Leicester. There again, we got beaten by a corner in the box again. We got beaten for too easy for me. He didn't even jump there, Don McCarthy, and he's just got away from man and a free header. But what can I say? Justin down the right, Locks is going. Maddison with a shot and saved by the goalkeeper. Under with a shot on his right foot. What it was. First time saved by the goalkeeper, but better than Leicester. We look better when we get it down and wide. We haven't done it enough so far.
Alan is down with a hammy. It looks like a hamstring pull. That's good for us. No offense to Alan, or Everton fan, because he's a general in midfield. He's a great player.
He's just signalled, done the old. He's going off. Alan will leave the pitch. That's him done after 37 minutes. Sadly,
That's me after I eat my dinner. Eat too much. It's time to go.
I mean, that's sadly.
Sadly for them, yes.
For them, yes. I mean, what can you say? I mean, the Brazilian does not want to play in the cold weather of the King Power.
He's a good player. He's a good player, Alan.
Oh,
but
mate,
I mean, this guy coming on is a good player as well. On his day, Andre Gomez. Andre
Gomez, yeah, Andre Gomez, quality player, mate. I mean, he's played for Barcelona for no reason, or you know what I mean. He's got pedigree about him. He had a nasty injury last season, if I remember rightly, against Hong Kong when he broke his leg. So put some pressure on him. See what.
Ever broken your leg, Tom?
Ankles, yes, not leg.
Oh, I have never broken a bone in my whole life. I'll tell you what I have done though. I'll tell you what this, right? Just while we're on the topic of injuries, because Alan is still down. Do you know how many ligaments are in your ankle, Tom? If you had to guess. Like main ligaments.
Main ligaments. 3, 4.
3.
Yeah.
I once snapped all 3 at once, which wasn't nice. So I've done my ligaments, and it wasn't even a good reason to snap your ligaments. It wasn't even like I had a bad tackle. I literally just rolled my ankle on the pitch and I snapped. Yeah, we all know that. Ugh. And I'm carrying some pounds as well, so it was a lot of weight on it. But I'm carrying more now, though. Trust me. But yeah, it's I would never want to break a bone ever, but ligaments was bad. And I mean, I know bones. Do bones stay weak or do they grow back strong? Or...
They grow back. They're supposed to grow back stronger at times, but you can never know, mate. Beyond shot, it's a hard one to tell.
I can tell you now, my ligaments have never recovered. My right ankle.
Difference. I think ligaments you never recover. I think your bones recover better than ligaments do. I think that's why they say when you have a ligament damage, it can take. Well, ligaments can take longer to heal than a broken bone. They say that's why you find out players who got ligament damage and stuff.
ACL.
3 to 4 months you know, where you look at broken legs and stuff, can be a lot quicker.
Yeah, it's
he'll fix that for you.
breaking a bone is a lot easier than tearing ligaments. Ligaments take much longer. Bones heal quickly. There we go. Yeah. So I thought as much, but yeah, mate. Now, like, you know, like, because if I play a game, I'll be fine. You know what I mean? But like, if I feel that my ankle roll, or I don't know, my right ankle is just not as strong as it used to be. Anyway, Gray, Richardson, Gomez is on. So, yep, that's right. And remember, guys, please like, follow, and subscribe, whichever social media platform you're watching on. We want you to subscribe and we want you to like. And you've got until I come back from the toilet to do that. So make sure you like and subscribe now. Otherwise, Tom will.
So professional there, Locks. It's so professional. Clears off. No warning. Just gone. Thanks for that, mate. Much appreciated. I mean, get your views, and guys, that's why we do it. It's your views, the fans channel. I mean, it hasn't been the most exciting game. I'm going to sit here and say it has been. You know, don't know up in there. We should have taken, but just been very sloppy with me with the ball. That's been my main opinion tonight. We've just been very sloppy with the ball at times. Gave it away too easily in the middle of the park. Bar that, everything maybe 1 or 2 chances, but
did that quick.
And then my computer decided to jump me out, and I had to log back in again.
Did you?
Yeah.
What, just then?
Yeah. Literally, I was in and suddenly took me out, so I had to log back in. So.
Yeah, Robert says no sound. I hope there is, Robert. Let us know. Who's a frequent commenter? Imtiaz Gray, Fee, CF11, no, 31, I mean. Let us know if you can hear us, please. That'd be much appreciated. If you can hear both of us. Do a sound test, Tom. Go on, say some up.
Borderlocks.
There we go. Robert confirms you back. Oh, crap. I just did something bad, Tom.
What?
No, don't do that. No, don't do that. Oh, I just blocked someone. Damn it. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, no. Okay, Robert, if you're watching, I did accidentally just block you, but I didn't mean to. So we'll get you added on right away at half time, mate. I do apologise for that. You should still be able to listen. Tom's going to do it now for us, right? Aren't you, Tom?
I'm working on it. 30 seconds.
Yeah, cheers. Who was it Jane who's watching with Robert? I think Jane was watching with Robert. Jane, just let Robert know that we haven't purposely blocked him. We'll get him added in back now. Tom's going to do it, and if he doesn't, I'll blame him. But yeah, sorry guys.
I'm going to use my phone for 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's no worries, mate. Richarlison's here on the left wing, and it's intercepted there. What do you mean, where are you gone, Tom? Tom's here. What are you on about, Gray? Tom's here. Unless you've got us paused, maybe you're behind. Just let me know, Tom, if you're able to sort it.
I'm just doing it now.
Yeah, no rush, mate. Yeah, sorry, Robert. We did not mean to block you. I meant to actually just show you comment. John says, do we need Damari Gray to come on? Wink face. Hey, naughty, John. Reese ain't here, just to let you know. Jane will let him know. Yeah, sorry, Jane. Give him my apologies. Tom's working on it now to get him unblocked. I don't know why or how that happened, but it was me, unfortunately. What's happened is Robert a Villa fan. No, Robert isn't a Villa fan. Fee, and are you not on the vodka today? I'm not on the vodka. I'm on the normal, the Sol. I was on the gin about 10 minutes before kickoff, but watch this, Tom. You ready? Watch this. You ready? Say abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
Oh, hey, mate. It's turned to full. Look at that magic trick, eh?
You don't get that anywhere else.
No, you do not get that on well, yeah, let's leave that there. Jeff says, no, Damari. Yeah, I think Jono was joking around, Jeff. I don't think anybody, well, there's going to be a couple, but yeah.
Look, let's just remember we were 1-0 down to Everton last year and we won it in the 90th minute, so I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, Everton will give us a couple of chances in the second half. It's just about us taking them in front of goal. I don't think there's anything really need to change what we're doing. We are getting the chances. We've had a couple of good chances. Like I say, the Vardy one was crucial. We missed it. falling behind for Vardy to run onto would just be not hit enough to him. But I'm
James
not
Maddison,
panicking yet.
Jamie Vardy. Oh, it's intercepted. Vardy's not going to ask for a penalty because it wasn't a penalty. It was a good tackle from Decore with his long legs. Tommy, you only just get into that or something?
Yeah, I've just got to that. No,
Sorry, mate.
A great tackle, mate, beyond Shabbat Decore unit because if he doesn't get the ball, it's definitely a pen.
Yeah. Gray says Tom had gone.
Yeah, I did go. That's why I got booted out.
I don't know if guys. Just give me a confirmation. Can you see and hear me and Tom both well? Jane says fumble fingers. Lol, you blocked the twosome fox. He sent me some Harvey's Bristol cream. Can't get it here. Or, hey, send me or sent me.
Fair
Jane,
play.
if I could, I would. I've never had it before. Harvey's Bristol cream sounds nice though. Get some cream on some scones, eh, Tom? Scones, jam.
Scones.
Scone. It's not scones. It's scone.
It's a scone.
It's scone. Cheers,
It
Keith.
is scone when you eat it. But
What's the fastest cake in the world? Scone.
Oh, you can tell how funny this game's gone tonight, everyone. It's come to that time. Can't see Tom, but not hear you. I can see Tom, but not hear you.
Yeah, I think people are joking because Fee can hear us both. So I don't know what Andy's on about. Maybe he's trolling, but it's half time. It's half time.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. This half has been dominated by.
I wouldn't say dominated by Everton. I wouldn't say dominated by Everton. I think they've had.
No, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say dominated by soul and
talk. And what can we say? It's half time. It's 1-0 to Everton. Probably don't deserve it, but they've had the better chances out the two. Casper fumbles the goal for me. He should be tipping that wide of the post, and he does get a full hand on it, but he doesn't tip it wide. Then for me, the best chance for Leicester comes about 5 minutes later when Vardy heads it straight at the goalkeeper. Either side, it's into the net. The next chance of the game then comes probably about 10 minutes later to Everton, and it's a free header for me for Calvert-Lewin. And, well, what can you say? He doesn't head it in. He heads it straight to Kasper Schmeichel. And on that note, I'm going to put some to bed quickly, mate.
Just before you go, mate, read that comment.
Subs Pratt for Mendy, Stevie wonderfully, please. And on that bombshell.
See you soon, mate. See you soon. On that bombshell. Good night. No. But yeah, that's half time, guys. You be careful, you might get banned or blocked. What for? What from? Oh yeah, from me. Sorry about that, guys. Kieran says, Locks, when you went to the toilet, we couldn't hear Tom because he's cut out, but it's fine now. Good to hear. Strong comment here from KC. Fair play to you, KC. Yeah, fair play. Do well to get a draw, Patrick says. Reese says, far too lackluster. A lot of backward stuff. We've had chances, though. And Andy says, cream first on a scone or a scone, wherever you're from. Hello, Phil.
What on earth have I just walked into, Locks? You're talking about cream on a scone.
Yeah. Well, we know Phil says scone and not scone, so.
I'm not posh like that. Depends which way. Locks, are you having a break or are you sticking around?
Oh, I'll stick around. Hey, I'll stick around.
Very, very nice, very nice. Locks, it's been an interesting one, that half, hasn't it? I felt like, I don't know what you guys felt like, but it felt like we slowly got worse during that half.
Yeah, I mean, we had a couple minutes of of some good chances there, just straight after the goal. Vardy's going to kick himself, or he likes to punch himself in the face, don't he? I'm sure he'll be doing a bit of that in the changing rooms now because he should have put that away 100%. I would have put money on that. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really know what to say. It was a good goal. Schmeichel should have saved it though, 100%. I think we'll definitely. I don't know. It's difficult because obviously there's fans out there who, before the game were saying, "Oh, finally a back four. Yes, this is what we all want." Well, what 4 at the back? We're 1-0 down to Everton for me, and that was, all that matters is the performance of the players and the scoreline at the end of the day. And at the minute we're not getting it. So.
Jack's just joined us. Casey, I just want to go back to what Casey's saying. It has been a bit sloppy today, Jack, hasn't it?
Where we're kind of like being pressed, isn't it? We're not like passing the ball. We should be passing it. Normally we'd pass it with more effect, and we're just sloppy in it around the park. Obviously Tillerman's ain't playing great at the minute, but Everton are sitting back quite a bit, aren't they now? And they'll look to defend their 1-0 lead, which led to a goalkeeping error by Schmeichel, which really should have saved it.
I mean, SG Entertainment here on YouTube says, look, we're not out of it. And I don't think that for a second. I think we're very much in this game. Like you say, Vardy's header, he should have put that away. Tielemans was unlucky with that shot. Unders had a good chance. We've had, I think, 4, I'm missing one. We've had at least 4 really decent chances, Locks, haven't we?
Yeah, we should definitely have a goal. 100. There's no doubt about that. Vardy should be putting that away. I think that's the one which we'll kick ourselves with because it's Jamie Vardy. You know what I mean? He should be putting them away. I think it's a different game to the Sheffield United one. I think Sheffield United, bottom of the table, they were happy with the 1-1 where it was at before we scored. However, I think they were. I don't know. It was weird because they played a little bit of a high line in those last few minutes, which obviously led to Vardy, countering and getting that goal, but. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get that tonight. It could be more of a Fulham tonight, if I'm honest. If they were going to want to defend that lead. 100% Everton. They've started the season. They were winning games left, right, and centre. It's not been going that way exactly recently. So I think they will absolutely love to come away from the King Power with a 1-0 win. And I think they're going to defend it. I think it's going to be hard to break them down. I don't see us scoring in the first 20 minutes, maybe of the second half. So, I think we're going to have to rely on some substitutes to come on and try and break things down. Maybe, dare I say it, Nacho potentially. I'd definitely like to see Perez on, but yeah, it's going to be a difficult game in the second half. I think it's going to be difficult.
Jack, Mendy's going to have to watch it a bit, isn't he? He's been booked, and obviously that's his job to tackle and get stuck in there. What are your thoughts on Mendy? And also, Jack, I want to ask you a bit about Fofana. I've noticed he's given the ball away a couple of times, playing so far up.
I think all the teams getting the ball away quite a lot, Phil. It's not just Fofana. Mendy, did he really need to bring him down? Maybe he had cover. As a yellow carded person, you've got to watch it in football. They'll aim to get him sent off already. He's only one yellow card away from a game ban, so it's difficult, isn't it? As a player, you have to tackle maybe at the right time, but some players just tackle just to win the ball, and I guess that's the old way of football.
I guess a question I want to ask everybody who's watching, what would you do next? I'll ask Jack and I'll ask Locks in a second, but what would you guys do next if you were Brendan Rodgers? I'm not saying he's going to do anything at half-time. Maybe he'll leave it another 10 or 15, 20 minutes. But what would you do? Get your views in, get your comments in, and let us know. Let's start with Locks with that. Locks, where would you, if you were Brendan, what sort of things would you be talking about doing?
For me, I say this all the time on Twitter and on here as well. What we want to see and what's actually going to happen, it's rarely the same thing. I mean, I would like to see, and I know he's played well in other games at centre half, but I think we need to see Ndidi back in there for Mendy. Now, I just think we're better going forwards with Ndidi. I do. I think he can. I mean, that game against Brighton, that I put it in the chats. That ping from Ndidi up to the right wing. James Justin gets the ball in. Perez, and he scored. I want to see Ndidi back in midfield, and maybe Fuchs to drop into centre back with Fofana and Luke Thomas to come on at left back. I wouldn't switch to a 5. I know, or a 3. I can see people saying bring in 3. Reece Watts or Brighton, fair play. But yeah, like I said, it can be a difficult game. But I think the one thing I would do is I would move Ndidi back into defensive midfield instead of Mendy, just because Mendy is going to have to be careful now. He's going to have to kind of, back off certain challenges. I see Everton hitting us on the break in this half, so it's going to be a bit of trouble for Mendy. So yeah, my first thing, I can't tell you what I'd do after that, but for starters, definitely Ndidi back into midfield.
I've just added Jay in before we come to you, Jack. Jay, thanks for coming in again. Let us know what your views are on that half, Jay.
Not good. The passing is poor. Mendy's being a bit sloppy, and if he's not careful, he's going to get sent off. We're going to get down to 10 men.
But Jay, we could have been winning this if we'd have took a couple of those chances.
Yep. I think Vardy should have put his header away. Tillemans was unlucky. He was a bit unlucky as well, but it's just it's the passing for me. It's just not been good enough.
Jack, we're going to talk about what you're going to do next. Was Casper a little bit? I mean, he definitely was at fault slightly. I don't want to lay into Casper on that because he can't save everything all the time, but perhaps could have done a bit. He knows he could have done better with that one.
Well, any goalkeeper would be tipping them sort of balls around the post, but I think as a goalkeeper, you met them sort of mistakes, don't you? Not every game, but on odd occasions. But Casper's been great for us, hasn't he? He's done everything we've asked of him over the years. He's been our top number one, but I guess as a goalkeeper, them sort of things happen, and you look at it and you think, oh yeah, I should have saved that. Oh yeah, I should have done better. But I think he'll know that when he goes in at half time, and he'll want to resurrect that.
Yeah, Jay, your views on Casper there?
It's a typical goalkeeper error that any goalkeeper is going to make. We've seen it happen with the likes of De Gea before. I've seen a lot of goalkeepers do it. It's just unlucky.
Jack, Pete's asking here. Is some of this sloppy passing tired legs? Obviously, we've played late on Sunday. We didn't finish till 9-10 o'clock on Sunday. It's Wednesday at 6 p.m. They've not had 24. It's not that many hours off for a lot of them, is it? In reality, I often say, look, they're professional players, but the games have been thick and fast.
They're not superheroes, are they? Obviously, a human body is a human body. It's how much a human body can take in a game of football. But yeah, we've got a lot of games this season. We've played a lot over the course of the season so far, Europa League and Premier League and the cup games. But I think it's something the players know they have to get used to. But you're going to pick up injuries, aren't you? Like if you can see, like the Everton player, he knew he was finished.
To be fair, Jay, that Alan who's gone off, Mike, who came on Monday's show from the Everton fanzine, we were talking about Alan, and he was playing ever so well. So that is going to change it slightly for them, isn't it? Because he was getting in the mix there, Jay.
Yeah, he was. It's a shame to see him go off like that, though.
I'm slightly worried, Jay, as well, that again, I definitely think we can go and score a goal or two this half. But it does look like Everton can come and get another one or two as well.
That's why I said 2-2.
Yeah, I remember your prediction 2-2. Wouldn't be an impossible scoreline at this stage, would it?
No, I'll take it. Against this Everton team. It's a very good team.
You would, Jack. Go on then. What do you think? Second half, a Leicester win, a draw?
Well, I say that it was 1-0 last season with Richarlison scoring in the first half, and then we will come back at 1-2-1. So I'm quite confident we can go and get the win. So as Brendan Rodgers, I'd probably bring Mendy off for Dennis Pratt. But I'd keep the same team, and I wouldn't really change it as much. I'd just attack them, take the game to Everton.
Yeah, I think it was Terry said earlier. Listen, we're not out of this yet. We're just 1-0 down at half time. They've scored one. We've missed a couple of chances. They've had a couple of chances. It's a pretty even game. We just need to come out in that second half and take it to them a bit, Jay, maybe.
Yeah. I just think our best player in that first half for me is probably either Justin or Under. I think they're the only two players that I feel like have done that much.
See how it goes. Yeah. Jay, I'm going to let you go. We'll see you later.
All right.
Cheers, mate. All right. Thanks for coming on. Jack, just before I let you go, I think we can still go and do this, can't we, Jack?
Come on, Phil. We're Leicester fans, little football sports. Yeah. Of course, we're going to go and get it. We've done it before. It's not. It's only 1-0. We've seen it last season with the Kelechi goal. I think it were in the 90-odd minute, and we got the 2-1 win. So we're not out of the woods yet. I think if we could get a goal in the first 20 minutes of the second half, I think it'll give us that massive lift and that boost, the confidence to take the game to Everton.
Brilliant. Thanks, Jack. I'll see you later.
All right. See you later, Phil.
See you later. Cheers. Tom, are you ready to come back in? I'll add Tom back in, have a quick chat with him before Lux comes back. Ben Stevens says, Tom, and let me put it on. I put the wrong one on. He says they are a good side and they're a big threat in the air. Everton, we've dealt with it well, their corners and the balls in the box, but they do look a threat.
Said it before game, the big point would be the back two, and I thought they've done all right for Farnan and Diddy. They haven't really had too many problems caused with Everton. If you look at the goal, what can you say? It's one of those. Casper don't make many of the mistakes. 9 out of 10 times that goes around the post. So, look, it's a mistake by Casper for the goal for me. He's got to do better there. He gets a full hand on it and it goes through. And but then you could say, well, Varney needs to score at the other end. Vardy had the chance to equalise. So it's not been the best performance. But like Jack just said, we score more goals in the second half of matches. So I'm confident we will get a goal today. This ain't no easy game. Everton have been hit and miss all season. They won the first 6 games. They went on a bad run. Every team does it. They beat Chelsea at the weekend. That's no mugs. Chelsea were on a fine bit of run before that. So it's an up and down season for everybody in the Premier League. And I think it'll make the lads come out a bit more focused for the second half because our passing have been a bit wayward.
I think I felt, Tom, we went downhill over the course of the half, and I think half time we probably needed that. Hopefully Brendan's give them a bit of a chance to regroup in that second half.
Yeah, and I think we saw that the other night when he changed formations halfway through the game because he could see it wasn't working. So maybe now he's had a chat with the lads, told them where they've got to be different, where they need to move the ball quicker, where the gaps are, because there is gaps there for Leicester to get into. We saw that. So it'll be interesting in the second half, and I still think we'll get something from this game for me now.
Brilliant. It's about to kick off, I think. Let's see if Locks is ready to come back in. Right, chaps, I'll see you at the end. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. There we go. Oh, yeah, 1 second. Let me just... Any changes at half-time? I don't think there has been, is there?
No change at half-time.
There we go. Give us a test. Audio.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Let us know if you can hear Tom all right.
So, no change at half-time. The only change of the game was Gomez for Allen in the last couple of minutes of the first half with a hamstring injury. So Leicester line up with Justin Fofana and Diddy and Fuchs. Mendy, Tillemans as the defensive midfield. Under Maddison and Barnes, and then Vardy up front.
Here's a good comment, mate, and I agree with it. Dave Gavin, how many times have we been behind and got a result? So
exactly.
There we go. I think, to be fair, mate, I think that game last year, or it might have even been this year, the start of this year, with the VAR incident, we were 1-0 down then, weren't we, to Everton, and we came back and won 2-1.
That was about this time. It was literally about mid-December, beginning of December time. That was
it was.
November. Yeah, it was about December time. It was when it happened, and Ian Nacho rolled the ball for Vardy to score. If you remember, his cross-set shots, and then Nacho won it at the end. So look, we can come back in this game, mate. I'm quite happy, and I said before, Everton will give you chances. They are not a defensive wall or solid defensive team that you're going to not get a chance from, but we'll get a chance in this game, and it's all about the lads take them now. That's for me.
Yeah, it was early December because I was in Nottingham for my anniversary with my girlfriend, and I found myself watching it in a Nottingham Forest pub, which was very interesting. So
good start for the second half for Leicester, keeping it around the Everton box the first 4 minutes. But the flag's gone up for offside for Vardy, and they'll get a chance to play a way out.
Thank you, Fee. Thank you. Gray's on 46.10. Yeah, I'm somewhere around that 47. Somewhere. Ian says worried about Mendy because Mason will send him off first chance he gets.
Well, it'd be an interesting one. What's Gary on 47.30? See, Gary's on 47.30. I've only just got to 47.30, so I'm probably about 10 seconds behind Gary. Bold locks.
Yeah, I'm on 47.45.
Yeah, so I'm about 5 seconds behind you still. God knows why. I mean, I'm playing off my app and off my, 3G. Because Barnes is running away and gets fouled. That's what I'm up to.
Imtiaz says Goldilocks and the 3 bears. What about Goldilocks and the 2 beers? Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. We'll have to do that from now on. But yeah, Barnes was fouled, so just past the halfway circle. We play it backwards. Love it. Love it.
I suppose from the position there wasn't any targets in the box. If you look at Everton, straight up with the form at the back, the 4 in midfield and 1 up top, and well, not in 1 up top, they had no one, and Leicester start playing again. But again, we know that's the way Leicester like to play.
Have we managed to get Robert off yet?
I've unblocked him. Hopefully it's gone through. I'll check now, mate.
Cheers, mate. We've tried, Jane. It is all my fault. I'm an absolute idiot. I don't even know how I did it, mate, if I'm honest with you, because like it's quite hard to actually. I don't know how I've done it, but yeah. Click the subscribe button on YouTube. Get us nearer to that 6K. We're probably about 30 something off 5,500. So if you could please give us a like and subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. Hit the bell as well, so you'll get a notification every time that we are live. But yeah, and if you are enjoying this watch long, drop us a super chat, help us grow and get bigger. That would be brilliant. It all goes back into the channel, of course. But yeah, Leicester with it here. Kenga's that's Madison there. He passes it out wide to James Justin. James Justin goes down easily, and it's going to be a goal kick for Everton. I've seen them given. I've seen that given before. That little. I've seen a free kick given from that. Here we go. Okay, it's a Wobie. Yeah, it's a bit too soft. Too soft,
mate. Looked for it. Sadly, mate, as you're going down, if you look at the line, he ain't going to give anything nowadays.
Yep. The thing that worries me, Tom, yes, we've said Leicester will get chances, but you know that man there on screen right now, he's probably gone now, and he might still be there, but Calvert-Lewin is definitely capable of getting a couple chances in a game.
He's been brilliant this season, man. I mean, he's on 11 goals, 1 more than Vardy, and for a young lad, in his third season now, is it properly? Second full season, fair play to him.
Harvey Barnes goes down. No, nothing given by the referee again. Maybe gone down a bit easy, but
it's not a foul free kick. Sorry, mate. That's silly from Harvey there, because he's like, if you watch it, he actually throws his legs out trying to find it. Just hold the ball. You had someone in front of him. Worst thing about it, it's not like good defending underneath, by the way.
Oh, ball's going forward here. James Justin now with it on the right. He gets the ball into the box. Under with it now on the edge. And we give it away again.
Better from Leicester, though, because they're moving the ball quicker. If you look, that's the biggest thing about it. We are moving the ball. We are creating space. Just like not ricochet. I mean, that's so unlucky. Ricochets everywhere, bar to a Leicester player.
Yeah. I forgot to say as well, I want to wish... Sorry, go on.
Just want to say cheers, Ken. Thanks. Cheers for coming on, Ken. You're going for a few beers for the Liverpool game, but thanks for coming on, watching again, mate. Much appreciated.
Yes, mate. Appreciate that, and thanks for the super chat as well. Much appreciated. There we go. Gray, look, Kent's left. Gray, so you've won. You've won the super chat, or the super sticker off. Yeah, I forgot to say this earlier on the show. Happy birthday to Wilfred Ndidi. Well, I wasn't going to say that. It is Ndidi's birthday as well, but happy birthday to my cousin, Cavan Johnston. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday to him. He's probably not watching, but happy birthday anyway. Big Leicester fan and all that, you know what I mean. But yeah, Leicester having a nice little bit of build-up play here. James Justin on the right-hand side tries to get in the box, and it's cleared for a Leicester corner. Another opportunity for Ndidi to get his big head on a cross here and make my head big and bold. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen. EKG, once we can get more positivity in there, it only takes one break through the back line, which is correct. Look at Sheffield United. But anyway, who's this? Madison is going to get a ball into the box here from a corner.
What time are you on, mate? You're on 52.46, I'm on.
52.56.
52, 53, 54, 55, 56.
It's 10 seconds, mate, and 10 seconds ahead.
Shot by Tillemans and wide.
Another one there, similar position to the one in the first minute of the game. We've seen him get them on target for Belgium. Carl Coles, hey guys, watching from Cyprus. Hello, Carl, all the way from Cyprus. My sister was born in Cyprus. Thanks for watching. Thanks for, are you anywhere near Ayia Napa, Carl? Let me know. Is Cyprus open for business or not? I'll be over if it is. I don't think it is, probably. But yeah, there's Rodgers on screen now, clapping the boys, encouraging the lads. But yeah, I see this being a difficult half, mate.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I say, it's always going to be difficult because Everton aren't no mugs, but they are also prone to give you a chance. Chelsea had enough chances to get something from the game the other night, and they didn't take them. It's like us. We had the Vardy chance. We didn't take it. It's all about taking their chance when they come. Ball go wide to Fuchs on there behind you. Fuchs' first time shot. We're still winning the ball back. I mean, we're keeping the ball. I mean, if you look at it since half time, Everton haven't really had anything, attacking done. They've just sat back. I mean, don't roll. They can sit back. They have got the goal, and they can counter attack. They've got pace in that team. But while Leicester got it, I'm more confident as making something happen in this game. I know we'll move the ball around and we'll keep moving it side to side, what frustrates our fans, and it does. But that's the Brendan way. But Rodgers wants to have possession football. Give the ball away. I mean, for me,
Arsenal won, Southampton won. By the way, Aubameyang scored. But yeah, carry on, Tom.
That pass from Tillemans. I mean, that was the pass what needed to happen. But for me, it was the wrong pass at the wrong time. Barnes is not on the turn to run in behind, and you put it over his head, and he's got no chance of getting it. That ball then should have come to Tillemans, who should have gone wide the other way, gone back to the right, and moved it. This is what we do.
No, indeed, he's not midfield. He's still at centre half. That, mate, Phil asked at half time what I would do, and I said that I would like to see Ndidi push up into midfield for multiple reasons, really. I think he can play at centre back, Wilfred Ndidi, but I just think it's a bit wasted. I think he's best in midfield. He does help us as well with the transition of the ball sometimes. And Mendy's on a yellow, and we could be hit on the break. We could be hit on the break in this half if we're attacking them. So I could see Ndidi going into midfield and maybe Fuchs going into centre half and Luke Thomas going left back. I don't know, but yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what Brendan decides on doing. I just hope it's not too late in the game that we make a change, Tom. Perez, we could see. I mean, there he is on screen now.
Yes, been quiet again tonight, and I said it again. He's a young lad, but when he has games like this, it frustrates you because you're thinking, what's he offering the team? And at the moment, he hasn't offered anything. There'd be no threat down his side. I mean, they've gone to Perez and Iheanacho, and there's your two options to can come on and hopefully change the game. But that means you either got to play Maddison and Perez next to each other as both false tens, as playmakers, because we give the ball away and down the line for Fana with a sliding tackle, and it goes out for a throw. It's a very good tackle because if he misses it, like we saw against Braga, he's away down that left-hand side. He would have been.
Yeah. Imtia says the gal for them to advertise Balenciaga on the advertising board in this climate is shocking. Yeah, well, they pay, companies like that pay big money for clubs to advertise their brands. Yeah, they're paying Leicester City a lot of money to have that on the advertising board. So for me, it's not bad at all.
What was it?
Balenciaga.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Valencia, just think of the money that they've paid us anyway. But yeah,
you've also got to think about it, mate. Some of it is like it won't be just advertising for Leicester; it'll be like the Premier League advertising.
Premier League, yeah.
So they pay the Premier League so much that every ground they will have their advertising shown. So you haven't got an option really. Then what's going to put on there? Because if they pay for it, you get it.
Yeah. I mean, you could say the same for everything, really. You could say the same for the football. The football players are wearing Adidas shirts, and go on Adidas's website, and you'll find the items on there for, 400 quid. So yeah, it's companies pay money, don't they, Tom? Companies pay money.
Oh, mate,
it helps our club. I mean, Imtiaz, you mentioned the current climate. Well, sponsorships definitely help our club during the current climate because the amount of money, the amount of people watching on telly now instead of in the grounds because they're not allowed in the ground. Games going out all over the place. Yeah, mate, I'm a bit deflated if I'm honest, mate, with this game. I think someone's put a comment here, and I don't know if I can. Everton have got our number.
Yeah, I think that they've weathered the storm that first 5-6 minutes, the second half, when we actually started pushing them back, and now Everton look like the team who's going to come out. I mean, we're trying to play the football at the back again. We got lucky there with the ball fell for Fafana to Mendy to Ndidi across to Fuchs, but Mendy comes up to the middle of the park. I mean, it's too pedestrian again. The biggest thing against Sheffield United and against Brighton, we played quick football. When we don't play football quick enough, it's frustrating.
Ayoze Perez is coming on to the pitch, mate.
Who do you take
Who do you think for? Madison? Barnes? Under?
I think I hope it's not Under. I'd be very disappointed because I think Under's been the only one who's created anything. He had the shots. Yeah, but then who do you play midfield with him? You can't push it. If we play anyone else, you're going to get picked off. Tielemans is not a defensive midfielder who's going to do the work rate and everything, and he's not quick enough. I love Tielemans. That's one thing that lets him down. He hasn't got any pace. And you saw that against Declan Rice ran past him and threw on goal and hit the crossbar against West Ham. He got no pace and all stamina to get back. If I'm honest, mate, I hope it Barnes. If I'm honest, I don't think he's offered enough in this game to staying on the pitch. Madders, we saw he ain't going to get subbed because he's the one that created the goal against Sheffield United. That'll be a free kick and a advantage. And they'll come down Iwobi on the right hand side, cuts into the box, little step again to the byline, pulled across away by Ndidi, headed by Decore. Still Everton on the edge of the area, little flick round the corner to Gomez, back to Gomez again. I mean, so Everton at the moment are really starting to pressure us back. And so the first 5 to 8 minutes of that second half, Leicester were all out going forward. But at the moment, Everton have completely got our card and we can't seem to get the ball again. When we do have the ball, we're getting closed down and we're giving it away for fun. It's not what I thought we would have got from Rodgers after half time. I was expecting a bigger reaction than what we got. Leicester come down the left. Madison cuts inside past his man, goes towards the goal. There's no option. We're so narrow with the ball at the moment.
Under with the ball.
I mean, if you go back to the first half, back to Under, Madison to Under again, Under will take a shot and it will deflect out for a throw.
Under's off. Under's come off.
Oh, you're joking me.
That's shocking for me, mate. I'm sorry, I can't agree with that.
No, neither can I, mate. I honest beggar's belief that we're taking off the bloke who's created most in this game. Under was the only one who seemed to be able to try and get things happen, and I feel sorry for him tonight. Absolutely underrated to be doing something like that. Awful.
Underrated. Oh, it's so wrong. I mean, look, every comment here, there's no one agreeing with it. Why is Under coming off? Why? Why Under?
Tell me what Barnes has done. Barnes is a part of our academy and we want him to do well, but tell me what he's offered in this first 60-odd minutes. We're 60 minutes already into the game, and I can't think of anything that Barnes has done to got me off a chair and say, yeah, that's why he stayed on the pitch. We know he's a threat. I understand that, but I thought Under did more. Even that last bit of play, that was all down to Under 1-2 with Madison and getting shot away. So why are we taking off someone who's created stuff? Biggest problem for me so far in this game, we've looked threatening when we've got the ball and got it wide quickly to Justin and get balls into the box. We haven't done it enough. That's been our biggest problem. And the second half, just then, we're so narrow. There's no width.
Yeah.
We're so narrow. If I'm honest, it looks like we've changed formation to me. It generally looks like we've gone to 3 at the back of Fafana, Ndidi, and Fuchs. If you look at it now, Madison. I mean, look how deep Madison is. He's picking the ball up on the edge of the sin circle in his own half, trying to make things happen. We don't want to see Madison doing that. Down the right hand side, by the way, ball pulled back. It'd be too easy. No one was in there. One man in the box. Ball pulls in. There's one man in the box when Justin pulls that ball back. If you want to score goals, go get more people in the box. We're hard to go look for a free kick here. just frustrating, because after a very good performance in the first half against Brighton and
why have you gone down so easily? Why? Thankfully, the referee's given him. Yeah, he's been booked. He's been booked. Sorry, mate, if I'm ahead of you.
Yeah, that's fine,
Andre
mate.
Gomez has been booked for that. I thought at first Barnes had gone down too easily. I thought he could have carried on running there. Let's just see the replay.
Yeah, he wasn't getting the ball, mate. Once he knocks it away, he's he might get the ball, but the chance of him is very 50-50.
For me, he shouldn't have gone down there, but he's got a free kick, I suppose.
Gomez took one for the team. Yes, he did.
Yes, that's it.
Foul. You can't moan at that. I mean, he knows that Barnes. Thing is, he's probably concerned because he knows he gets Barnes, gets past him, then Barnes is one-on-one with Yamuyama, is it? And he's going to.
Sorry.
He knows that. Well, saying if Gomez get past him, he knows he's one-on-one with the back line. He knows that Barnes has got the pace to do him every day of the week.
Yes.
So he's not going to let him run past him. Again, I mean, look how organised Everton are. I mean, we said they'll get chances, but at the moment they are really well drilled. At the moment, they're not giving us any room. The ball's there, but again, once again, as soon as the ball's there, it's gone because they're closing the space. We're going backwards. Mainly for Fuchs. The only ball will go to Barnes, and Barnes is one-on-one with man. But Barnes, you've got to do something. You can't just stand there twinkle toes. Does him. That's better, Barnes. Now you're inside into the box. Barnes, Tillemans, Maddison, and over the crossbar.
Mate, do you see where Perez is there? Perez is open.
The ball was there for Perez.
So Barnes megged his man. He runs through.
Brilliant from Harvey Barnes. First time in the game we've actually seen him do his man. But as you say, the ball there, if he slides it, a slider ball across the box to Perez, don't get me wrong, it is not an easy ball. Let's just put that to context, people. But the ball itself, if he looks up, there is a ball there for Perez at the edge of the area on the right hand side, but it is not an easy ball. Let me just put it in context. There is a ball, but it's not easy to do. And with the ball coming to Maddison, it would have been very difficult for him to do that watching the replay. I understand what you're saying, Locks, by the way. Perez was in a very good position, but I think being a hell of a pass, it would have been a hell of a pass if he had got it to him. So I couldn't understand some ways why he took the shot on. But also confidence.
This formation has changed. This formation, indeed, he is playing more of a halfback there, mate. He's a lot more forward than he was.
For me, it's Ndidi, Fofana, and Fuchs is a back three, mate.
Yeah, but I mean, because it's a back three, indeed, he's pushing up higher because there's two central defenders there still. In the first half and at the start of this half, indeed, he was all the way back, with Fofana. So
down the right again. Justin to run it his man. It'll go out for a throw to Leicester.
It's poor.
Please, someone take Tillemans off. Yeah, Tillemans had a very bang average game really for Tillemans. But again, you're into the box, pulls it back.
Thoughts on that comment, mate?
I was under. Oh yeah, I would be. I can't imagine. He played well the other night. He gets his first start in the Premier League. I think it was tonight properly. And is it first start? I think it was his first start tonight in the Premier League.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And I don't think he's done too bad. And then you're looking at the bench after you just created another chance, a half chance for yourself with a little 1-2 with Maddison in around the box. What's caused some problem? And you get subbed. And I bet he's thinking, what have we got to do to play a game? I understand we're trying to win this game, and they've brought on Perez to be more of a threat. But
I mean, someone's put here about Ancelotti is no fool, and of course he is an Italian manager. He'll know how to manage a game, mate. Defensively, it's going to be difficult. I mean, this is what I said at half time. It's going to be difficult to break these down. I mean, someone else put here scoring. Harvey Barnes in the box. It's a good tackle from Yerry Mina. Scoring first against us and now sit deep. Our worst nightmare. We can't break teams down. Well, I wouldn't say we can't break teams down, but we do struggle at times, Tom.
Yeah, but the problem when we do struggle is we don't move the ball quick enough, and that's been the biggest problem again tonight. When we're at Brighton, if you look at the Brighton game, even though they were sitting deep, we moved the ball quick enough to cause them problems. The 1-2s around the box with both Maddison and Vardy's goal was all because we moved the ball quickly, got it wide, and got the ball into box of Vardy. The Maddison goal, if you look at it, it's 1-2 around the box into Vardy again, who lays it back to Maddison, but it's all quick, so they haven't got time to set. At the moment, we're moving it that slow. Everton is like, all right, we'll drift to the left, we'll drift to the right. We'll let you do that. If you want to keep passing sideways, it's a great tackle at the back, by the way, for Everton on Barnes. It was a hell of a tackle.
Yeah, James Justin just lost the ball. Heavy touch, and it's out for a throw.
In the second half, 46% possession to 36 this second half, and we've got
Not
to
fast
do better.
enough, like you said.
No, but it's not moving the ball quick enough. Too pedestrian, too side to side at times, and when we are looking forward, there's nothing around the box for anyone to ping the 1-2s off. We should have brought Decore. Well, another one. I do feel sometimes we miss out on some gems, and players who've been in the Premier League for a long time that we didn't go for. 86 consecutive Premiership starts. That's a stat.
Mendy's just brought someone down. I know it was Fuchs, thankfully. Thank God. Fuchs brings down Richarlison. I don't think it was a yellow card offence anyway. He just clips him. Andy reckons we're running out of ideas. Ilias says Under will change in time. He just needs to time and play more game. Castagna on the left or Pereira on the right would change the dynamic of this game. Unfortunately, not available. Well, anyway, Everton will have a shot here on the about 30 yards out here, free kick. Gylfi Sigurdsson is standing over it, as well as Holgate, as well as Richarlison's down injured. I'll tell you what, mate, Gylfi Sigurdsson will fancy this. He's a player that I do rate highly.
He's got a great
love
record.
Him, mate. I love him. Yeah, great record against us.
I think
but
the problem is he's a very good technical player, but again, his consistency is shocking. He doesn't really do enough good games to bad games. I think if you speak to Evertonians, they'll say exactly the same. For £40 million player, what they paid for, you'd be a bit disheartened if you paid that much for a player and you don't get to see the quality. I mean, it looks like Richarlison's now struggling and might have to go off by the looks of it.
He's limping off the pitch.
What was it?
It's his wrist. He's holding his wrist now.
Oh, he basically falls down. He puts his palm flat to the ground, and it looks like all his body weight's gone on. I won't say all his body weight. He puts his hand down and falls onto it. But
it's a free kick. Sigurdsson with a chance now. I mean, it's quite far out. It'll have to be a good effort, but Calvert-Lewin's in the box waiting for this, I imagine. Fofana leaps up and clears it for a Everton corner. Ian Turlington is here. Come on, Leicester. Try and get something from this game.
Frustration tonight. I say frustration so far. We've had 1-2 good chances, but that's been about it. And they were in the first half. I can't think of a decent chance we've had in the second half yet. And I was expecting a bit of a reaction. And I know, look, we can't keep having this comment from Rodgers every time that they're a young team. We know we've got a young team, but you've got to start getting consistency out of them more than they have. And they all know that. Brundy's not daft. The players will know that. And it'll probably frustrate them more than it's frustrated us.
It's a goal. It's a goal.
Behind.
Everton are 2-0 up. There's a bit of a goalmouth scramble. Dominic Calvert-Lewin gets his head to it. It bounces back out, and Mason Holgate follows up with a goal past Kasper Schmeichel. Let's just see this again.
Oh, boys.
Yeah, Holgate finishes that. And I would say, Tom, that's probably game over now.
I can't see us going 2 with 20 minutes to go. I generally think that is game up. Poor night for Leicester at the office so far, and that's what happens when you... Again, another goal from a corner, though. That's 8 for the season now. Is it 8? Yeah, the 8 goals we conceded from set pieces. That's shocking. It's not really a foul on Kasper.
For me, mate, it's inexcusable.
They get lucky. Don't get me wrong, they get lucky. I mean, Kasper saves it once, and saves it twice onto the crossbar. As it comes down, it's volleyed in by Holgate. But
I think Iheanacho's just come on as well, mate.
Not good enough, sadly, tonight. And we're getting what we fully deserve, and that's nothing out of this game.
Yeah, mate. I think Nacho's come on for Barnes. No. Someone tell me who Nacho's come on for.
Mendy's gone off, mate.
Mendy. Anyway, yeah, here we go, Tom. Typical ones. Again, it's copy, repeat. Fulham, West Ham, Villa.
Yep.
And now Everton for me. Mendy off. Proper corner. Mendy, not got a clue.
Just not good enough, mate. Just not good enough, sadly, tonight. And at half time, I was expecting a better reaction from this, and what we've seen, nothing in the second half. Getting what we deserve at the moment. That's nothing from this game, and no one can sit at home and think we deserve anything so far. We've been unlucky. I mean, once again, everyone gets beaten in the air, and Keane heads it.
7 goals.
Flip Keane, saved by Casper, double saved by Casper, by the way, can I just say. One, he hits it out, 2 parries it against the crossbar. And
there's nothing he can do. He's already done his job.
That has put us on the same points and same goal difference as Southampton. 7 goals. That's
third in the table, fourth?
Third in the table at the moment, I think it is.
Yeah, I mean, we'll stay there for another week at least, won't we? Another few days.
Yeah. Like I say, what was it? Chelsea have played 13, we played 13, Everton have played 13.
But we haven't got easier. It's not like we've got easy fixtures coming up, mate.
Tottenham away, mate. What a way.
And then Man United on Boxing Day.
Well, it all depends what Man U team turns up, mate, doesn't it? Really,
it all depends on what the Leicester team turns up, I think, mate.
Oh, true as that. True as that. Oh, dearie me, this wasn't the performance I was expecting tonight. I thought after 3 straight wins against
Sheffield United, Athens and Brighton.
Yeah, I thought we might have been turning the corner back in our favour, and then we go and perform like this against, an Everton, not to say an Everton who Everton had won many games in the last couple, had beaten Chelsea, but only just started to get their confidence back, and we go and put a performance in like this. I mean, Brendan can't come out and say any more than once again it was a very poor performance. He can't. There's no need to defend about this performance tonight. It's shocking.
Yeah, look, I mean, Phil's going to obviously take over at full time, guys. But I mean, one thing I want to know, and I haven't seen much of it in the comments, which on mine and Tom's watch-alongs, but there's plenty of it on Twitter. That stigma against this 3 at the back formation. No, we've got to switch to 4. We have to switch to 4. We create more chances when we're a 4. Well, where was it? Where was this amazing performance that we were all, a lot of people were expecting with 4 at the back? I'm not sure. There's just been a dirty, not a nice challenge there from Ayoze Perez on Alex Iwobi. It's not going to be a red, but it's definitely a yellow, I think. I didn't even see it properly.
He's got lucky there. I generally think it's an attempt to win the ball, by the way. I don't think he's gone in maliciously. I won't be down, but he'll get up. But yeah, I don't even think it's the yellow card, man. I think he's generally gone to win the ball and just missed it.
I mean, this is what I said. Look, Kevin said it here. We do nothing with. It's not about the formation that you play. It's about how quick the players move the ball. It's about which players turn up. Against Fulham, everyone was shocking. Well, pretty much everyone was shocking. Tonight.
Can't think of. I think the best person we had on the park's been taken off the park.
Yes.
The best and most creative and threatening player we had, and we took him off.
Yeah, and I think it'll be a thing at full time from Rodgers. Maybe he'll say something about the fitness. Maybe fitness level.
I'm sorry. He's a professional footballer. I mean, how long has he been at the club now? It's been long enough to get fit enough, hasn't he?
Do you remember Perez against Sheffield United, mate, when he was dragged off after a man of the match performance? Some people gave him man of the match, and he came off at 65 minutes.
I gave him man of the match. I thought it was class.
Yeah, 65 minutes, and he's not even started the game today, right? Fair play. Yeah, I get he's not started today because we obviously don't change a winning team and all of that. Yeah, you can't change a winning team from beating Brighton 3-0, but still, it's another example of that. Under's being brought off tonight. Someone put in the comments earlier, Well, fair play if Brendan's seen something we haven't, but from what I can see, we are probably worse off now since he left the pitch. We were creating chances. With under on the pitch. Everton have a chance here to break. Richarlison's on the right-hand side. There's not many defenders back here. We will regroup. Indeed, he tackles, and it's gone out for a corner kick. There's been a little bit of a collision there with Ndidi and Richarlison. Let's see some of the comments. 3-2 leads. David says, same tonight, shocking. Nick says, we can't break teams down. Nothing to do with formation. That's exactly what I agree with, mate.
I agree with you, mate. It's nothing to do with the formation. If once again, the whole team has not turned up. This ain't just about one or two players. No one has turned up tonight. I mean, like you say, Vardy missed a sitter in the first half. That would have been 1-1. Different game. You're going 1-1. It's a different game. You know, we've defended poorly against from a corner. That's a team thing. Defending poorly from corners. We've not moved the ball again. That's a team thing. We've not made space again. We've all been static when we've had the ball. These are the little things that have got to get out of the game, as in consistency. Against Brighton, we did the complete opposite. We moved, we made space, we changed formation because we needed to, and we looked better. But tonight, just absolutely trosh. I can't even say the best player we had on the park is Roger took off. I don't get why. I really can't work out why. And if he says it's to fitness, well, I'm sorry, that's not good enough. Then you need to, sort out the fitness team at the back, your fitness people, and get.
Lovely from Miguel Perez. Jamie Vardy. Good play from Perez. Very good play, but Vardy gets a shot and it's deflected.
I am catching up, mate.
Sorry, mate. Yeah.
Perez into the box, wins the ball back.
Passing it around slowly.
Ball deflect. That's good defending there. He gets a block on it. But again, like you say, what did we do there? We moved the ball quicker. That was the only difference we'd done. We moved the ball quicker around the edge of the area. Fuchs, fair play to you, mate. Bargy carved, moving out of the way and keeps the ball. Switcheroo. Justin on the right, one-on-one with his man, drops the shoulder, comes back inside again, gives it to Iheanacho. Iheanacho shoots, hits Perez.
Hold on, what's happened there? Let's just see what's happened there with Perez. Okay, they're not. He had a little collision again with the goalkeeper, and Everton are asking for something, but I don't know what. He's just gone in. That's all he has.
Yeah, but he has every right to go for a ball. He has. He booked him.
I hope not, because that's ridiculous if he has. He's gone for the ball.
So the ball comes out.
Who is that keeper? What's his name? Which keeper is that?
They've got in goal Olsen.
Who?
Olsen.
Who?
Olsen.
There's a good comment, mate. I mean, too much tipped up football at the back. Not enough not quick enough getting forwards.
Yeah, but the tiki-taki works when you pass the ball quickly. That's the difference. When you pass the ball quickly and play that kind of style, what Brendan wants to play, it will work. We've seen that against even the big boys. When you pass the ball well, it can work. The problem is we have not got the players to consistently do that kind of football. And that's the biggest problem.
Here's a question which I seem to be asking every single week where things don't go our way, Tom. So we're 2-0 down. We're 81 minutes in. We've made 2 substitutions.
There's no reactions.
Where's the third substitution?
Okay, so question back to you then would be, who would you bring on?
Penalty! It's a penalty. Penalty's been given, Tom. It will go to VAR. We'll check it.
So ball over the top to Vardy. Vardy heads it down to Perez. Perez breaks into the box, a little step over, and gets clipped from behind. And the referee gives a penalty. Clipped from behind from Gomez. Sorry, and Gomez has already been booked referee, so that should be a second yellow card. Second yellow card then. So he breaks into the box. Perez. He's not overturning that one. Not a chance. He sticks his foot out. He catches Perez, bottom of Perez's ankle for me, and Perez goes down. But for me, the referee should be booking Gomez there for the second yellow card of the game. He should be going off.
They're checking it, mate. You know what? I could see it being overturned. I ain't even taking the mick, mate. I can actually see it.
You can't overturn that.
That's just
No.
what. Oh, mate, I don't think it is.
Oh, come off then.
Mate, I don't think it's a penalty, mate. Honestly, I genuinely don't think it is. Wait until you see the replay. He's going to the monitor, mate. He's going to the monitor.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a penalty. I genuinely don't.
But you can't tell who kicks the ball there for me. And
Yeah, mate, I know.
biggest thing for me, mate, what I hate is that angle makes it look like Gomez kicked the ball, but on the other angle, it doesn't make him look like he kicks the ball.
Yeah, I'm being honest. I don't think he's going to give it.
Yeah,
Because
he's going to overturn this, mate. I'll take it now.
I
He's going
don't
to
think
overturn it.
I don't think it is. I don't.
9
genuinely.
times out of 10, if the referee's going to do things because they say we're not sure it's a penalty, this is a farce.
He's looked at it.
Yeah, but do you know what bugs me? He's freeze framed. It's a freeze frame. He should not go to the monitor on a freeze frame because that makes it look
No penalty. No penalty. No penalty.
Freaking heck, man. What bugs me more is, fine, they've come to the conclusion, but the referee should not go to a monitor and have a freeze frame of where the actions happen. Do you know what? Absolute fuck. He doesn't. Oh, come off it, man. He's not 100% sure on it himself. All he thinks is, well, they sent me to the monitor, I can't give it. Absolute tosh from Lee Mason there. I don't care what anyone says. Penalty or not, you should not freeze frame where the ball was touched. It gives a referee a bad, image of what he needs to go for. Because
see that angle, they've just shown a different angle, right? You're about to see it.
Yeah.
No, they've shown a different angle now, and that looks like it's a penalty.
But why the referee can't have 4 or 5 angles to look at? Why has he got to have one angle? Like I say, this angle, it does look like a penalty. I'll just give him, mate. Football's being killed by VAR. Football's dead for VAR for me because it's killing the game. Stupid decisions. And referee feel the pressure, and this is the big one we'll say, feel pressured after being asked to go to the monitor. They don't have any option to then overturn it. Simple as that now.
There's 2 different angles, mate, and I think both, each angle tells a different story, mate, right? That first angle, which was shown, the only angle that the referee saw, by the way, the only angle the ref saw, for me, I say never a penalty. But they show a different angle, right? They show a different angle, and I'm then debating it. So, yeah, you need to show all angles, mate. If we at home are watching every angle, why isn't the referee seeing every angle? The guy who's in charge of the game.
The question is, mate, referee should not go to the monitor on a freeze frame of where the incident happened. It should be at the start of play, not where you're going over to a freeze frame of, actually, that freezing frame actually looks like he's touched the ball. So, no. Yeah, I hate it not being overturned properly, right? So just wait. I don't mind losing games, mate. And tonight we don't deserve to get anything from this game. I'm going to be honest about it.
All angles show no touch on the ball.
Exactly. And like I say, I don't have a problem with losing games, and we don't deserve anything from this game after the performance tonight. But that could have been crucial for us actually getting something, because if we'd scored then, Everton are on the back foot again. Not saying we would have gone on to get another goal, after tonight's performance. We haven't looked like creating anything in the second half, but.
I'd have to agree with Imtiaz, Tom.
Oh, we do deserve. I just said it. We don't deserve anything from this game tonight, but at least let's have it a fair. Harvey Barnes just literally standing there with the ball on the halfway line frustrates me. Run at your man. We're 2-0 down, and he's standing there, and then plays the ball backwards to Ndidi. Go forward. Time for you to think.
Some urgency.
Yeah. Well, 1-0 down at half time, they should have been come out with a bit of fire in the belly, Perez has a shot, comes to Barnes, kicked away.
Perez just went down again in the box.
Perez runs into the box, goes, that's not a foul. Just gets barged out of the way, too soft.
Perez again. It's going to be a corner kick. Perez, once again, mate, has looked lively since he's come on.
Yeah, totally agree with that. He's changed the moment.
Yeah, I don't think he should have come on for under. I would have brought him on for Barnes. But there we go. And Leeds are now winning 4-2. Bloody hell. Fair play. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Goal! Oh, it's going to be offside. Jose Perez scores a goal, but it's going to be put offside. This will go to VAR, and this will stay offside because, it's well off. No point looking. You only need to look once. Perez is offside. Vardy, I think, headers it down. Perez puts it in the back of the net, but he's a good, probably 2 feet offside there.
Yeah, he's off by a mile.
Yeah.
I'd love to know if he'd listed I was going wide anyway, was never going in, so he had to take the chance and score because it was going wide at the post, and if he hadn't tapped it in, Fuchs was behind him to tap it in as well. So go for offside.
Yeah, Imtiaz says, imagine Perez and under on at the same time. I don't get how Perez has come on. I don't get how under's gone off. Sorry, I mean it's going to be one to chat with Phil about, and Jamie, at full time.
Up there.
Leeds are 5-2.
Yeah, man, they've scored again. Harrison.
Blimey now.
That's a massive result for Leeds United tonight because they've been on a poor run of form that puts them on 17 points. Leicester will stay on 24 level with Southampton, but will drop down a place to 4th. Southampton will go them on goal difference, same goal difference, but Southampton going buzzers probably. Don't know why that is, but
oh, that is stupid from Barnes. For God's sake, he's running through and he literally pushes the defender, and the ref's given a foul and advantage. Oh, blimmin' hell, man. It's just another example of a poor home appearance. Another poor home game today.
That's the frustration at the end of the day, mate, isn't it? It's not going your way. I'll just push someone out of the way.
Hello, Emily's. Embarrassing. Yeah, Leicester haven't turned up tonight. Thanks for joining, Emily's. Get a big Sam. God, come on, Andy.
Why the ink still wet?
Another silent night from Tillemans, mate. It was the same against Brighton, even though we won 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, that one there, mate, still 4th after. Yeah, we are still 4th, and I keep the faith, but
yes,
this is now isn't a case of not keeping the faith. I'm not frustration about where we are in the league and stuff like that. The frustration is that Aston Villa at home we were poor, Fulham at home we were poor, West Ham at home we were poor. Tonight, home to Everton, poor. But away from home, we've been outstanding all season near enough. Bar Liverpool away, what was a shocking performance. I'd say we've been brilliant on the road. So why can't we get the home performances right?
It's an easy one, and it's short. Emma Lees. Surely not many people say it wrong. It is just Emma Lees. What do people call you? Maybe people call you Emma Lise or MLS or MLS. No, it's Emma Lees. That's an easy one, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, it is an easy one.
Yeah.
That's what frustrates me. Not the losing. I can deal with losing, but I don't like losing when we turn out and play so poorly. I mean, that's what hurts more. I mean,
Everton here on the edge of the box. They've won an advantage because Decore's been fouled, and I'll keep the ball. And yeah, I mean, I'll say it when it happens to Leicester, and I'll say it for Everton now. There's been no advantage there, so I don't know why a free kick hasn't been given. We still have the most won games in the Prem this season, which we do. But yeah, I don't think we'd be. Let's be honest, Tom. Right? If this was last season, would we be in 4th place?
No.
It is down to teams. Other teams not doing well, right? Liverpool were unbeaten at this stage last season. I believe Man City were unbeaten at this stage last season, or if not, they'd only lost 1. So teams are losing. Teams are losing more games this year, and that helps us out. But we should have won today because we would have we would have taken advantage of other teams, not playing so good. I mean, yeah, 92 minutes. We're about to reach the 93rd minute. That's game over anyway, as we thought it would be. Have we even made a 3rd substitution, Tom? There's a question for you.
Nope. And to me, that sums up the evening for us. Harvey Barnes ball going towards the goal line, but basically bottled it when he should have gone in there flying to try and win a corner or something now, get a deflection. He didn't want to take a challenge on with his man and get hurt. Sorry, that's embarrassing from Barnes in that position. At least show some urgency to try and win a corner or something, not just let it bounce out of play because you're too scared to get hurt in that.
Yeah, I think, Jason, you're a bit strong there. I don't think we can kiss goodbye just yet to top 6 or top 10 especially. But
look, I mean, look how tight the league is. I mean, if you look at, forget Tottenham and Liverpool got to play. They've played a game less, but they're 25. You got Southampton played 13, Leicester played 13, both on 24. Everton played 13, 23. Chelsea played 13, 22. Man City have played 12, 20 points. West Ham have played 12, 20 points. Man United in 9th have played 11, but are on 20 points. Wolves have played that's top 10, 13, are on 20 points. There's only 5 points separated in 10th and the top of the league. 5 points. How tight is that? I mean, that's what I mean. This season's going to be, with everything was going on with having fans, not having fans. I said it before, anyone could beat anyone on the day at the moment because there's nothing there. And especially now that fans have been banned from going to grounds in London again, it's going to make it, again, going to Tottenham is a completely different show from Sunday than it would have been if they'd had 2,000 fans in the ground.
That's full time, guys. Leicester City 0, Everton 2. We remain 4th in the league.
It's embarrassing.
But yes, terrible performance. Yeah, what is there else to say? I mean, we may as well just get Jamie straight in because, yeah, I mean, me and Tom have seen enough, really. Hello, Jamie.
How are you, pal? You all right? How's it going? It's not been the best, has it?
Can I ask you a question, Jamie? Like,
yes, pal.
You're a manager. You're looking out on that field at 60-odd minutes. You're 1-0 down. Can you try and justify why you take off your most attacking threat in under?
You know what, Tom? I disagree on that because I didn't think Under played well at all today. I don't think he made the impact at all in that time. I don't think it was just Under.
I don't think anyone played well tonight. Don't get me wrong, but I thought out the first half and up to the point when he went off, he was the only one who was doing 1-2s around the box. He had a few shots in the game. He was trying to create something. But we leave Harvey Barnes on, who's done nothing all game again today, mate. Barnes can't be the one to be pinpointed. I'm not pinpointing out because the whole team performance has been shocking, but I just felt at that period of time when you're bringing on Perez, I didn't think deserved to be dragged for me. I thought Barnes should have been the one who'd gone off today at that point in time.
Admittedly, but like you say, Barnes didn't have a very good game, but I personally do not think Under had a very good game today. I just don't think it was an all-round bad performance. And for all these people last week that were clamouring to play 4 at the back, there's your answer.
Now, that's what I agree with, 100%, more than anything, because
there's all them people out there that were ripping them to shreds before the game. Why we're not playing 4 at the back? There's your answer. Tonight's performance. There is your answer, 100%.
Yeah,
nothing of this 4 at the back worked. Yes, I was glad we changed the system against Brighton, and it worked. We cannot play with 4 at the back, and that's proved the point. So,
got to say, especially when you haven't got Chatty, you haven't got Cassania, you ain't got Pereira, you ain't got Johnny Evans, and you ain't got Zionchu. There's your back 4 if you're going to play a back 4 for me, and we haven't got any of them available tonight.
Yeah. I just want to say as well. I mean, I did my rant last week about the formation. Look, we've all said it. We didn't lose to Fulham. We didn't lose tonight because of any kind of formation. We lost because the players were not good enough. We didn't move the ball quick enough. Basics of attacking football. And yeah, I mean, I'd be intrigued to see what the 4 at the back brigade on Twitter are saying tonight, because that was woeful. It was worse than. I mean, in terms of creating chances, I'd say it was worse than the Fulham game. Definitely worse than the Sheffield United game. But yeah, I don't know what else to say really. Here's Phil.
What was Schmeichel doing? I'll probably get ripped to shreds about this because Schmeichel's meant to be the best keeper in the world, the best keeper Leicester have ever had. What was he doing? How come he couldn't save that? He could have pushed it round the bar. What was he doing? Yes, he made 2 cracking saves before they scored the second goal. But that first goal, If he'd saved that, Vardy would have probably scored the header because the confidence, it wouldn't have been 1-0 down. We weren't chasing the game, and it would have been a total different kettle of fish. What was Schmeichel doing? I do not know what Schmeichel was doing with that. That was an easiest save. None of this, it was JJ's fault. Schmeichel should have been able to save that quite easily, not a problem. From that distance and that time, he saw it all the way through. Just don't understand it. We made Everton look good today. Everton weren't that good. We made Everton look pretty damn good tonight. Go on then, Phil.
Yeah, there was one more thing I wanted to say really quick.
I'm just listening. Carry on, Locks.
Yeah, no, the last thing I wanted to say, look, we spoke last on Sunday. I am going back on what I've previously said here, Jamie, because remember that chat we had on here, I don't know, after the Fulham game maybe, when, you said about obviously losing faith and all of that. And I said,
that one, yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying I'm losing faith, right? But what I am going to say is, we mentioned last week during the match, me and Tom did, about how Brighton were in a very false position in the league. They were playing good football and they didn't have much to show from it. I'll tell you what, we are in a false position, right? I don't care what anyone says about we've had 7 wins or 6 wins, 8 wins. I can't remember how many it is, whatever it is, however many wins, right? But at times, we're just too inconsistent. I said it to Tom not long ago, about 10, 20 minutes ago. If this was last season, teams like Liverpool were still unbeaten, Man City was still unbeaten, we wouldn't be in the top 4. We wouldn't be 4th place. We'd be lower than that. So, yeah, ultimately, I think tonight is another case of a West Ham, an Aston Villa, a Fulham, where the pass, and it is like a carbon copy. The passing's dreadful. We're not moving the ball quick enough. So I'm not losing faith. I think we can still finish here, but I'm just
Good teams are able to grind out results, and if they're playing badly, sneak a 1-1 draw, sneak a 2-1 win. We never even looked like scoring tonight. We never looked like scoring at all. It's just a woeful performance.
That's 7 home games now. We've won 3 and lost 4, just in the league, and we've lost to Fulham. We've lost to West Ham, we've lost to Everton, and we've lost to Villa. And in all of those games, we never looked like scoring goals. All the team didn't perform. Where if you look at our on the road performances this season, we've been out fantastic. So why are we struggling so much at home? Literally, and it isn't just down to like teams sitting deep. We can't pass the ball at times. We don't look like creating chances. We don't move the ball quick enough. What I said again today, we're moving it too slow. Against Brighton was the opposite. If you look at where the goals came from, they were quick passes, moving the ball around the box, opening teams up. When we don't play fast football, we look awful, and we look like a team who have got no ideas because we can't create the space to get the opportunities in behind. In the first 10 minutes of that game, you would say we did open the Everton up a couple of times because we moved the ball and got it wide. As soon as the goal went in, Everton Vardy missed the chance of the game for me to try and get something from it. We didn't look like scoring. And for me at half time, what has Rodgers changed? Nothing, because there was no reaction. There was no hunger. There was no desire to come out and win that football match in the second half. So we got what we deserved tonight. But my question is, again, to everyone watching, why are we struggling at home to create chances? But not just that, why are we struggling at home with performances? That's the big one. Because away from home, bar the Liverpool game, we've been superb on the road this season and got some cracking results.
You sound quite... I'll jump in now. But you all sound, well, quite rightly and quite understandably.
I don't think it's the crowd. I still think it's a bit to do with the crowd, but I think it's a lot to do with the players as well. The fans give you that extra bit, and there's no home advantage anymore. But it just, I don't know. It's I don't know, Phil. I really don't know.
You can't blame the crowds being there. Everybody's having to play with no crowds at the moment, so it really doesn't.
But there's a lot of away wins. There's a lot of away wins.
Yes.
Don't usually see this many away wins.
But Brendan at home seems to get a bit out tactic, especially by managers who come with a bit of a plan. You could sort of see what Everton were trying to do, although they did come and have a bit of a go as well. My frustration is more on the players just Again, Brighton were not a brilliant side, and Sheffield United were not a brilliant side. But we looked a lot more at it against Brighton. And today, the lads out there just, I don't know, maybe a bit tired.
Nothing.
I worry they believe their own press, their own egos, that everybody's going, oh, that he's amazing, they're amazing, and then they start to believe it, and we seem to ease off the gas a little bit.
Question again: where was Maddison today? Not picking out, Maddison had a blind against Brighton, and he did the pass for Sheffield United again where he was poor. Where was he tonight? I didn't see anything from Maddison. Sparkle, I believe. Tillemans, I'll call him out again. Poor again. Tillemans tonight, no spark, no belief, no creativity. These players are getting paid big money to try and create things. We don't look like creating things at home against teams who, sit deep at times, but we don't pass the ball quick enough, and we're too greedy on the ball sometimes for me. And I think it sums up the game at the end when the ball ran out. And for me, you want to see a bit of fight, even with 90 seconds, 30 seconds to go on the clock. And Barnes just let it run out of play. Go through the man. Kick him up in the air. I'd rather you've done something like that and try and win a corner than amble towards, I don't really want to get hurt. Do something. And Barnesford, to me, should have been dragged before under. Barnes was shocking again tonight. Created nothing.
I just wanted to ask one quick question as well, guys. Would you like to see Tillemans in instead of? Would you like to see Dennis Pratt maybe next game instead of Tillemans? Because for me, Tillemans has been quiet, and I think it says something that he was really quiet in the game that we won 3-0 as well. So for me, I'd like to see Dennis Pratt come back into the team against Tottenham, but I don't know.
Maybe I'd like to ask you guys their second goal. I mean, it's the sort of game where the next goal is always going to be a key in a 1-0, isn't it? That if we score it, it's game on. But their second goal, it came in from a corner, which we all know as fans, we're not brilliant at defending corners. They had 3 pokes at it. That's Sunday League type of goal. Like, he couldn't score it. We've had 3 chances to clear it. Casper's made 2 magnificent saves out of it, but there was 4 or 5 Leicester defenders around 1 or 2 Everton players, and that happened several times where it was like, how did they get the header in there? How did they do that? There's 4 defenders around them.
It's zonal defending. Zonal defending, no one knows who they're picking up. So if a man goes through, no one knows who's taking it. There was like 2 players, maybe 3 players, just standing there, not just watching it, but they didn't know what they're doing. Zonal defending is. So I was just reading that one by Joanna then. Zonal defending just doesn't work because no one knows who they're picking up once the man runs through.
So why then? If Morgan was on the bench today, wasn't he?
Yes.
So I'm not sure I'm the biggest fan of Ndidi being a centre half myself. With Christian Fuchs, I'd have rather had Christian Fuchs at centre half and had Luke Thomas on maybe as a fullback if you're going to play as a 4. I'd have rather probably had Wes Morgan on. If we're going to give Wes Morgan contracts and another one next year, and he's on the bench, he's fit enough to play, isn't he? And then you have Ndidi in front, especially when Mendy was on a booking. Yeah,
you would have thought so, but I don't think Wes now is capable of playing a full 90 minutes.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't think
we shouldn't have players in the squad then who can't play 90 minutes, because that's like number 1 on a player's contract. Can you play 90 minutes occasionally? And if Wes can't fulfil that now, then he needs to go, and we need to have Benkovic in or whoever.
Yeah, doesn't that show the lack of depth then? We haven't got any more players to put in the bench.
Well, Benkovic is an £18 million player from 2 years ago. Is he just definitely not good enough?
Well, Rodgers has come out and said he's not. Rodgers has come out and said that he's gone out on loan because he's not good enough for the Premier League. He's not ready and he's not good enough. I mean, if I was Benkovic, I'd be thinking, what the hell? You played me at Celtic. You saw what I did. I helped you win a league, a treble, and everything like that. I've come back down here. I didn't get a sniff in the first 6 months of the season. I didn't even get a sniff at any point last season, really, bar a couple of League Cup games. And then at the beginning of the season, I'm getting told, well, we're signing another kid who's 19 from France. And by the way, you're going to go on loan because you're not good enough. What's that doing for his confidence? And by the way, he's on loan to Cardiff. He can't get in the Cardiff team. So what is the point of him being at Cardiff? Surely
he's come back. He's come back, Tom. He's back here now.
He's not. He's still there. He was on the bench the other day for them. When you text me saying he'd gone, I checked the bench that night. He was still on the bench. The next day, he was on the bench for them, mate. He's still at Cardiff. He can't get in their team. Right. What a waste of time having a player who's sitting on the bench at that age. He needs to be going somewhere and playing.
But if he can't get into Cardiff team, that shows that he's
that's him done.
I mean, Andy's just put that on there. This is the thing we've been saying for the last 2 years. This is partly why I thought we slipped away last season. Is in the team when you're 1-0 down, 2-0 down. I watched that again today, and I think, who is out there literally grabbing the game by the scruff of the necks? Jack Grealish does it for Villa. He literally starts throwing himself around, and you can see visually. You can see Jack Grealish.
I've got too many things to say.
But you can see with Jack Grealish, he cares. He's like, F this. We want to. Come on, lads. I'm going to lead by example, and I'm going to show you. You all need to follow me into battle. I don't see that with any Leicester players. Not Jamie Vardy. Casper can't do it in goal. Who is that player who goes, lads, roll your sleeves up?
You're talking.
There isn't anybody.
You're talking like a Roy Keane, a Patrick Vieira. I know we're going back in the day, but those kind of players who would grab the bloke next to him and say, kick up the arse and say, "What are you doing? What's going on? You know, we need you there. Pull this out. Pull your finger out your arse. I'll say that, and sort this out because this ain't good enough." But there was no one there. There's no leader on that pitch. And Casper, I love Casper, but I don't agree with a captain as your keeper. There's, your captain for me should be your midfielder, the bloke who's linking the play from defence to attack to sort things out. And at the moment, this where we're going to get it tonight from Rodgers, by the way, because we all know what he's going to say. It's carbon copy. We're a young team. We're developing. It's every week. There was, that's all he ever says. We've got a lot of young players. They did all right, but it just didn't happen. No, let's just come out tonight and say, honest, Rodgers, it was rubbish. There was nothing was happening. There was no creativity, and we'll admit we were poor tonight. But it was not good enough.
These results, where we've lost at home to Fulham and Everton and West Ham and Villa, they just strike to me as we're close to being a really, really good team. We are in that top 4, top 6 at the zone. But again, we messed up last January by not going out and adding to the squad in January. I think this January is a must. If we want to keep this push going, I think we need to go out and get 1 or 2 players. A central defender, if we're going to keep having injuries, is one. And I still say maybe an older head. Let's not use this. We're a young team. Let's pull in.
That says it for me, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. A Cambiasso. We're in the Europa League. Let's find somebody who's not cup tied in the Europa League or wants to come to the Premier League. Maybe fancies 6 months in the Premier League. These players are out there.
But you've got to find someone who can do that job, like you're saying. That's not an easy. Cambiasso to come and find someone like that is not an easy find, if you're honest with you. You go back to something you said last time, Phil, about being the top 4 team, the top 6 team. We did have an opportunity that, that was when we won the league and we blew it in the transfer market. And ever since then, we've been blowing it in the transfer market. Okay, look, Maddison. I always say Pure gets a lot of stick, but he brought in Maddison. He brought in Ricardo Pereira. He started this journey of young players. We've gone on to go and find Fofana. We've gone on to find Cassagna. Casagna's a bit older, but we've gone on to find some quality in the last few years. But we had the opportunity when we won the league to go and buy established Premiership players, and we went down the opposite route to buy foreign players who couldn't play in the Premier League. Now we're in a point where we've got a lot of young players, but we're now itching to find an experienced player who's a lot harder to find. That's your biggest problem. If you look at that midfield, Tielemans, Maddison and Mendy. Mendy, bar this season, couldn't get in the starting lineup for 2 years due to injury and different sins. He's been all right this season, but he's not the midfield maestro we need. You've got Ndidi, but again, it's another young head. You need someone in the middle of that park who's going to grab people and pull them into games at times. And we're just too nice, if you're honest. That's the word I'll say. Too nice.
See that comment then by Aggie Frith about Nacho gives nothing. If the midfielders were to give something and give a bit more, then you might see something, because Nacho and Vardy have always played well up top together. But the midfield gave absolutely nothing. So how can you? I just don't understand. If the midfield are not giving you anything, how can your strikers? I think that VAR wasn't. I think it was a very soft penalty at the best.
It was never.
If we'd got it, would have no. So for once, I'll hold my hand up there. I think.
Yeah,
but going back there, if the strikers don't get the service, then there's nothing they can do. And Vardy got nothing. Nacho's trying to make his own service tonight. And there was a comment earlier from CK. He said about after 15 minutes of the game, you could see what was coming. And yes, you could see what was coming. You knew what was coming straight away. You could, after 15 minutes, we had that first chance after about a minute and a half, and that was it. But then nothing, absolutely nothing. You could just see Everton getting into the game, growing and growing and growing, and you just knew what, like CK says, you knew what was coming. You just knew it. Unfortunately, you can just see it in every Leicester team that plays at the minute.
Go on, Tom. Were you going to say something?
I was just going to say the VAR thing makes a farce anyway, because the referee should not walk over to a monitor where it's freeze frame on the point where the ball looked like it had been kicked by the defensive player. The point should be where he walks over to the screen. It's neutral. You're not walking over to the screen and looking, going, oh, hold on a minute, from that angle, because like we said, on one angle it looks like a penalty, on another angle it doesn't look like a penalty.
Yeah.
But for me, why is the referee not getting 4 or 5 angles to look at that decision? Because
I think
it
Tom,
doesn't
it's
make
because
sense.
that one angle, that one shot, pretty much just
You've
about
got the
proved.
angle I'm looking at here,
But it just about proved that the defender's foot touched the ball.
Yeah, but he shouldn't go into the screen and it being on that shot, freeze frame. I don't agree with that completely. You should be going to it and let the referee make a decision, not freezing on the point where you think it might have been, if you get what I mean. It should be the referee's decision. We're not sure if it's a pen. Come over and look at it and start it from the point of him running into the box. So he's seeing what's just happened. And it should be at the point of what the referee's watched at. It shouldn't be slowed down. They shouldn't be slowing things down, because slowing things down makes things look 10 times worse than if it was at a normal speed. The referee's got to look at what he's just seen at the same speed of it, for me. I'm not disputing it weren't a penalty or it was a penalty. We were poor tonight. I deserved nothing from the game. But the VAR thing's just a farce still for me with decisions.
Let's quickly get on. We've got a few people click on. Jay and Jack, let's add you two on. Jay, just quickly give us your post-match views.
I wanted to turn it off and watch the Leeds game. So that's been more interesting.
Yeah. Again, Jay, I must admit that last 5 or 10 minutes, it felt like we're trying a bit more, but I don't want to go. I don't even want to say the words Plan B, but it does feel like the last 10 minutes when you're like, come on, we're 2-0 down. It's like, just carries on. We could have carried on for another 20 minutes, Jay.
Yeah, but nothing. No good. Maddison was poor again. Tillemans was quiet. Barnes did nothing. It was a poor performance against Everton.
Yeah.
Is Tottenham next game?
Yeah. Spurs away.
I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to that.
Well, CK says Jose will have Brendan's pants down at the weekend. They're the kings of counter-attack.
Oh, yeah,
we ain't winning this.
Can I just say, that'll be a neutral game, by the way, because we'll both sit back and no one's going to want to play football.
Do you think so?
Well, if they don't want to attack and we don't want to attack, that's going to be a right boring game, isn't it?
Yeah. Jack, give us your views.
Negative. We're too negative in our football, isn't it? Like, we set out with a very creative team and we don't have nothing to show for it at all. It's shocking, really, isn't it? Everton weren't the best. We clearly seen that, but we didn't really offer much ourselves to help ourselves out. Maddison were poor, Tillemans poor, Barnes. He should be getting into more tackles, isn't it? He just pulls out. Why are you pulling out? Get stuck into him, innit? Show him who's boss on that field. I think we do need another midfielder to say, come on, boys, let's get on with it and let's kick on where it hurts. But I agree with Tom, innit? Schmeichel's not a captain. You know, we need somebody in that midfield, or maybe Johnny Evans captain, to be honest. Apart from that, we didn't do anything ourselves.
Jamie, you've been a big fan of Mendy, Magic Mendy, this season, but it just had an off day today, maybe.
Yeah, yes, I've been a fan with him. It wasn't his best game. With Ndidi playing at the back, I think more Mendy's going to be a squad player, unfortunately. I don't think he's done a lot wrong. They do play totally different styles of football. When Ndidi's in midfield, it's a bit more quicker. When Mendy's there, he's more wins the ball, passes it a bit more slower. But I don't know, Phil. It's just, I think, like you say, everyone had an off day, but I don't know, we're getting too many off days. There was a comment there about a bad day at office. If I'd had that many bad days at the office, I'd have had the sack by now, I think. If we've lost 4 games at home. It's just not good enough. If you have that many bad days at the office, you should get the sack. It really is. It's true.
I mean, Perez, I don't know. Perez has played quite well the last couple of games and surprised quite a few people. and then is popped back on the bench today.
He made a bit more of an effort. He made a bit more of an effort today. So when he came on, it sort of changed the game a bit. But I don't know. It's just at the minute, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm disappointed again. I thought the Brighton game. But how often do we get 2 home games on the bounce and we only win one of them? We have an opportunity to win it that many times. We don't win the opportunities to get these 6 points that we needed from that Brighton game and today's game. We just don't take the chances where other teams do. Everton have just won 2 on the bounce. They look like they wanted to win it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I just wanted to touch on Perez because there's some comments there about Perez. He's clearly been instructed to play more narrow recently, and it has worked. He's a lot better when he's playing narrower. I mean, we know he's not a winger. We've been saying it for months. He is not a right winger. He's not a winger at all. And I think since he's been playing narrower, he has. I mean, the difference is quite noticeable, in my opinion. When he came on today, he was the best player on the pitch. You know, for the last however many minutes he was on, he was. Things were going through him. He had the penalty call. He then obviously scored a goal, but it was offside. He had a couple shots. So for me, he's a dead starter for Tottenham. This is the last thing I'm going to say because I'm going now. But I'm really not looking forward to Tottenham because, as Tom said, they are going to look. Jose Mourinho masterclass incoming. I'm sorry, he is going to sit back. They are going to sit back. We're not going to be able to break them down. It's going to be horrible. It really is going to be a horrible game to watch. But yeah, that's it. It's just one of them nights, isn't it?
On that cheery note, I think we should wrap it up because we've all watched enough Leicester City stuff tonight. We're all probably ready to go and what is it? 8 o'clock. Let's go and watch EastEnders or whatever is on. And Locks have another beer. Thanks. You're going to bed. Thanks, Jay. Thanks everybody. Thanks Tom and Locks for doing the watch along again. Get ready for Sunday.
At least there's one good thing. Big Sam's got a job at West Brom.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, he's got the job at West Brom, so that's one good thing.
Positive, right. We'll be back on Sky Sports, so we ain't got to worry about times and who's in front and behind.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks everybody. Thanks Locks and Tom for the watch along. Thanks Jack and Jay for joining us.
See you, Jay.
Thank you guys.
Just realised we've got our own JJ there, didn't we?
The J and J. Thanks to those guys, and thanks Jamie, of course, for joining us before and after the game.
Not a problem.
I think it was. Where's your lucky hat, Jay?
I think it's an unlucky hat.
Oh,
I think I ought to burn it. First time I've worn it, and they've lost, so I'm not going to wear that one again, am I? Not on a football day.
All right.
Oh,
go on then, Locks.
Andy wants me to do my magic trick.
So another night.
It's not going to be as impressive. Here we go. You ready? Right. You ready? Say abracadabra.
Abracadabra. Oh God! Was the watch along like that? Were you that bored during it? You were doing that.
Yeah.
That was the watch along, yeah. But it was the bottle was full and not half empty. So yeah.
Ah, all right. Vet classic. You'll be on Britain's Got Talent next year with that one.
No, he needs a dog to win that.
I've got one.
Right, make sure she watches this now. Right.
Yes.
We'll see you all later. Clip that and put it in. He's gone off to say he's sorry already.
Sorry, love.
He's just realised what he said. Right, chaps. We'll see you all. It's Locks back on Friday night with his Fan Zone show. And then, Jamie, you're here Sunday morning with the pre-match show again.
Yes, I've got the last word on Spurs fan group. So that's going to be fun.
10 o'clock on Sunday, yes. Okay, well, listen, hey, you know Leicester. We'll go and win at Spurs.
Do you know what? We probably will.
You know, so I won't put it past them one bit, but it's something's not right. Anyway.
Well,
yeah.
There's no plan B ever, Jamie. That's what it is. See you later.
Never is, pal. Never is. See you later.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pal ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.